Hello, everybody. Wait, that's the wrong button. Hello, everybody. I hope you're all having an excellent Saturday evening. I know I did. I slept for a while. I slept for a while after streaming 10.5 hours of Delta Runes. But it was a good 10.5 hours, and I am fully recovered. I'm back to myself, my proper self. I'm well rested. I'm beautiful. I got my beauty rest. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling lively. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling as powerful as ever, ready to crush any heroes who get in my way. Hello, Manus, Gotetsu, and Swinerhead. Manus, congratulations on the Hundo 5 stream streak. That's a big number. Welcome to the Triple Digit Club. I hope you're having fun. Hello, Pie Great. Can't wait to play Deltarune in 2 years. Oh, are you waiting for every chapter to be out? That is a fair position to take. That is a fair position to take. I can't be that guy because I like it too much. I like just slurping it all up as it comes out. But maybe when it's like completely done, I'll explore other things that game has to offer that I won't speak to too much because this is not the Deltarune spoiler hour. I just love to chug down a new chapter when it comes out. It's a lot of fun to... I feel like there's a lot of fun in just enjoying a new chapter when it comes out, but I think also waiting for them all to be released is a totally understandable position. But I really enjoyed Chapter 5 a lot. I'm really excited for the last two. This video game is going places. And I'm excited for it. But that's enough about Deltarune. I just wanted to let everybody know that I am fully recovered after 10.5 hours of Deltarune. My voice is more or less back to where it was. I had to start later than I normally would on a Saturday because I did sleep in till like nearly 1 p.m. because again it was like 5 a.m. when I stopped streaming. But that's fine. That's fine. This will probably be a shorter Fate stream too, just because though I do feel totally fine. My voice is definitely not 100% there. I did not want to read for another 5 hours. Because you do a lot of reading in the Delta Runes as well. I don't want to just like lose my voice, but otherwise I'm good to go. I'm ready to read some more Fate. A bit of a shorter one this time, like I said, but it'll be fun. So that's why I kind of just want to hop right to it. I'll just hop right to it, so that way we can get in as much as we can. Lower the monitor. We'll get in as much reading as we can. Exactly. If I lost my voice, who would laugh at you? Who would laugh at you so regally and beautifully? You'd be sad without it. Okay, stop the playlist. Stop that bullshit. Fate Stay Night. Hello, Kendrix. Looking forward to Shira being mesmerized by swords again? Isn't that just every day? That man is so horny for swords. I do gotta respect it, though. I'm something of a sword pervert myself, so I get it. Swords are some of the most homosexual weapons out there, obviously. Many weapons are quite phallic, but, like, sword is the classic. There's nothing more classic than two men clashing and rubbing their swords against each other. You clapped when Shiro said, "By fate, I shall slay the knight." I remember that one. Where the fuck? Okay, so we fought that scary... We fought a guy who realized he could defeat any servant by figuring out how to punch good. Strike Lovers. Is that like the title for him and Caster? I was literally gonna say, it would be funny. The twist would be funny, because, like... It would be funny if the twist was like, because what they talked about is that you know, when Castor is pretending to be like a normal human, she's like the teacher's fiance, and it would be funny if they were actually in love. I think it would really funny if Castor's like, no, I actually love him and I want to marry him. It's not just we're not just pretending. I think that would be great. So I'm hoping that's the case with the title here of Strike Lovers. I slowly opened my eyes. The night that I thought would last forever ended before I realized it. I must have not been able to bear it anymore, or it stopped hurting before I knew it. Either way, I don't feel any further pain, nor do I feel sleepy or sluggish. I was able to sleep for about 3 hours, and my mind is pretty clear. Oh man, a whopping 3 hours. My bed is wet from sweating. I force myself up, and as soon as I try to stand, my left foot slips. I try touching my left foot. There's nothing wrong. There is no pain or bleeding, but there's also no sensation at all. Back when the movies for the third route were coming out, they actually charted in the box office over here because it was COVID times. So you heard your local radio station read it aloud as Fate Stay the Night. That is really funny. It's not just my left leg either. I don't feel anything in my left arm. I try pinching the left side of my chest and feel nothing there as well. Has my body still not healed completely? The whole left side is numb, and I'm feeling a strange disconnect, like it's someone else's body. I have had similar experiences before. I think it's a bit more serious than that, Shiro. I don't think you just I don't think your arm just fell asleep, buddy. Yeah, of course. This is similar to the numbing that one gets when the blood circulation in their limbs temporarily gets cut off. Well, I can move it, so I guess I'll go back to normal eventually. Though my limbs react frustratingly slow, like I'm moving them by pulling a lever, it hopefully won't affect my daily activity if I'm careful. Shiro's like, I'll just tough it out. It'll be fine. I'll just walk it off. I refrain from using a knife this morning and make a simple meal with some bread. My dominant hand, the right hand, is safe, so I can use a frying pan. I cook bacon and eggs, prepare instant clam chowder for the 3 of us, and somehow manage to set up the table. Itadakimasu. Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub. Does anybody else remember that old image? Where it's like comparing different stylings of writing subtitles? It's like, and like the 4Kids one is like, instead of Itadakimasu, it's like rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub. We both bite into the golden bread. Saber nods in approval at the toast and salad. Yeah. It's interesting seeing Saber hold a rice bowl and chopsticks, but Western food seems more appropriate. Saber is quiet. Though she isn't unfriendly, she does consider silence as a virtue. She's like this especially during meals. It's more comfortable for me when it's quiet during meals, so a breakfast like this is ideal. No Taiga around to make it too loud? I finally realized then why it's so quiet this morning. That would be because... Speak of the devil and she shall appear. Furansu? You could... You're saying we're having French bread? Get right to it. Tsujine wasn't saying over. Cafe Marley-esque. I hand Fujine her mug. Yeah, Shiro's like the most... Like, I can't feel the entire left side of my body. That's fine. I'll just walk it off. It'll fix itself. It's like, brother, you live in a country with an actually good health system. Like, I know it's magic bullshit, but still. Fujine gulps down hot clam chowder like a sports drink. Yummy. She must have some kind of special coating along her esophagus. Interesting. She's gulping it down like crazy. She's the glizzy guzzler. She puts margarine on her toast. Though it doesn't really matter, Fujine doesn't use butter for some reason. I'd try asking why, but I feel like I'd get some sort of stupid response. I'll table that for another day. Some people just like margarine more, in terms of taste. It's not a big deal. That's good. I feel like in the Fate route, people got way more drained. Well, isn't that swell? Fujine bites into her toast with gusto. I feel reassured just by watching her. She really looks unconcerned. All's right with the world. I mean, I guess there's no bandit field at the school anymore, since Ryder got her whole ass head chopped off. That peaceful smile. Yeah, at times like this, I'm reminded that Fujine is still Fujine. She's the hungriest girl in the world. I love that she's like embarrassed about it too. That's so cute. I can understand why Saber like rearranged people's entire brains in like 2006. Right? Because she's kind of amazing. The thing is, Saber really is that good. She's actually a really great character. I can understand why people fell in love with her for real. People love a girl that is always hungry. Sensation hasn't returned to the left side of my body yet. There should be no problem, as I can still move it. Yeah, that's fine. You can still move your body, so it's fine that you can't feel anything. That's okay. I don't need to make Saber worry over something like this. Meals are your only hobby. That feels like a really backhanded, like, thing to say. Damn, this bitch can eat. I wave goodbye and go to the door. Goodbye, Saber. I was just teasing you, Saber. It's okay. I leave Saber's complaints behind me. I touch my numb left foot. It was fine back home, but now that I'm walking, this is starting to make me feel ill. Even if it doesn't affect my movements, it seems to affect me mentally to walk dragging a body with no sense. That doesn't mean it's a problem that shouldn't be fixed. Even though she healed, Saber got her throat crushed and was smashed against the wall. Tosaka was coughing from receiving that blow from Kuzuki. Compared to those two, it's nothing since I didn't actually get wounded. I just fried my brain a little making some sword. That's fine. I just gave myself a stroke. I force my leg to move and start down the hill. I feel slightly nauseous. With uncertain steps, I make it down the usual path to school, weaving around like a ghost. And so, school's over before I knew it. It might be because my body still doesn't feel right, but my sense of time is all over the place. I don't remember any of the material from class, and I'm not too sure of what I did either.
まずいかな、やっぱり。
The left side of my body doesn't change. It makes me depressed, feeling so numb for this long.
なんか感じないくせに重くなってきた気がするし。
I really think we gotta get this checked out, man. My nausea isn't going away, and of course, Kuzuki wasn't at school.
帰ろう。セイバーもお腹減らしてるだろうし。
Can you at least talk to Rin about this? I grab my bag and stand from my seat. Amidst all this, I feel like I'm forgetting something, though I figure I'll remember once I get home. Once I finish walking up the hill with my numb left foot, I remember what I forgot.
そういえば。
Yeah, there you go, man. I was like, it's weird that you're not talking. So preoccupied was I that I completely slipped my mind. My spacey, hazy mind. Well, I'm sure nothing important happens, since she didn't immediately come find me. Considering my condition, I can just contact her once I get better.
ただいま。
I call out in a loud voice so Saber can hear me from her room and go straight to the kitchen. I put the ingredients that I bought in the refrigerator, wash my hands, and put on my apron. The plan is to make cod for dinner, so for lunch it'll be some kind of meat or poultry. A meal of chicken teriyaki for the main course sounds good, so I get to work on that.
シロ、帰ったのですか?
Saber must have heard the noise as she comes in from the porch.
ああ、遅くなってすまない。すぐに飯にする。
Yeah, or just call her. You could just call her
セイ
in.
バーもお腹減って。
Crap. I got distracted by Saber and dropped the plate in my hand.
シロ、食器が割れていますが。
Very observant.
うん。皿を割るなんて初めてだ。
Your first time? I'm surprised myself. Surprised enough to say something stupid, too.
すまん。すぐに片付けるから、セイバーは気にせず座っていていいぞ。
I pick up a piece.
あれ
I fumble and drop it, too.
疲れているようですね、シロは。いいです。片付けは私がしますから。シロは調理に専念してください。
I guess trying to pick it up with my left hand was a mistake. Well, it was a good lesson. My left hand still hasn't regained feeling. I'll need to be incredibly careful with a knife.
シロ、無理せずとも結構ですから、単純な料理をお願いします。気を入れてくれるのは嬉しいのですが、
Very true.
料理にあなたの血が混ざっているというのは。
One time you cooked something for yourself and dropped the plate with the food? Yeah. It's happened to everybody, except for me, because I'm perfect. Well, I don't want that either. That is a failure for someone in charge of the kitchen.
了解。
Alright.
気合を入れるのは夕飯にして、昼は簡単なもので済ますよ。とりあえずメインはその。
No pumpkin? No radish? What is
大
this?
根は自重するけどいいかな。
I put 200 grams of chicken on the cutting board and carefully ready my fork. I have to at least make the main dish without cutting any corners because of what I told Saber this morning.
はい。期待しています、シロ。
It's like she can sense my enthusiasm. That has me even more motivated. I'll poke some holes first with the fork to prepare and...
ピンポン
Ping pong.
シロ、来客のようですが。
そうみたいだな。ちょっと出てくる。
Who could it be now?
はい、今出ます。
I scurry to the door. It's rare for someone to visit at this hour. Fujine doesn't ring the doorbell, and she has the spare key. I don't have many visitors, and since there's no houses around, I don't have many neighbors.
誰だろう、一体。
Well, it can't be anyone with a grudge, since the alarm of my old man's bounded field isn't going off. So it must be one of the young people from Fujine's place.
はい、どなたですか？
I say, and open the door. Suddenly, I figured it would be her. My mind goes blank. She looks upset. We stare at each other in silence. Well, Tosaka looks angry. I'm still not sure what to make of this.
父さが、なんで？
Gosh, I just don't know why she could be fucking mad at you, dude. It's not like you didn't just not talk to her for an entire day.
定時連絡エミヤくんがすっぽかしたから。
定時連絡をすっぽかしたって。そりゃ確かに遠坂と会うのを忘れてたけど、そもそもそんな決まり事はあったっけ？
Tosaka glares at me silently. This is bad. I don't know why she's mad, but it must be bad.
すまん。忘れてたのは謝る。協力者として
There you
定
go.
時連絡は当然の義務だった。
That might be the correct answer.
そうよ。状況は何も変わってないんだから、お互いの確認は当然じゃない。
I sigh with relief. It's surprising enough to have Tosaka at my door, but having her show up like this, guns blazing, might as well be an out-of-body experience. I have to solve this real quick. My nerves can't take this kind of thing, especially right now.
話は分かった。連絡はすぐにするから、遠坂も帰ってくれていい。ここまで来てもらってわざわざすまなかった。
No, I'm sorry. You're probably gonna have to feed her now, too. Why are you making such a face, Tosaka?
遠坂。要件は分かったから、ひとまず帰って、橋の下の公園で落ち合うんじゃない？
No, I'm sorry. You need recompense. You need reparations. I have a bad feeling. And that must have been the last straw. Tosaka, who's good at reading my weaknesses and fears.
いいえ、いい機会だから今日はここで会議するわ。まさか、わざわざここまで来た友人を追い返すなんてしない。
It's over. It's over for you, man. Speaks the words of and smiles like a devil.
ここで会議するって、うちに上がるっていうのか、お前。
Yeah, why not?
何よ。
In another route, she basically lived here.
それに今回が初めてってわけじゃないし、今さら隠すことなんてないんじゃない？
Right. It was Tosaka who treated me when I fainted the night that I first met Saber. But I was confused then, since I had just become a master, so it didn't register that Tosaka was at my house. Even if we're in a truce, Tosaka is Tosaka. She's the school's idol and a girl of my age. It's an outrageous situation for her to come into my house. Wait, why is she in the hallway? Her ass is not waiting for permission, dude.
話し合いなんだから今でいいわよね、エミヤくん。
Girl?
待てってばバカ。いいのかお前。遠坂なのに俺ん家に上がったりしたら大変だぞ。
いいからいいから。ああ、それとお昼食べてないからよろしく
I
ね。
knew it. Every woman Shiro knows is so hungry all the damn time. The intruder, Rin Tosaka, comes barging in.
待てってば。考えなしもほどほどにしろ。
I object in a loud voice, but it has no effect on the enemy. The intruder casually goes to the living room, leaving me confused in the hallway. Then, still not completely sure what's going on, the three of us eat lunch and then talk about our future plans. The topic of discussion is about Castor, of course. We discuss for nearly 4 hours about how to defeat her at the temple, but the results are not looking good.
はあ、結局正面からの実力行使
We
しかない
just we just have to throw our guys at them and hope it works out.
サーバントは正門からしか入れないって言うし。そうですね。あの山には霊体に対する強力な結界が張られていますから、私では正門から突入するしか手はありません。クラス的に単独行動が可能であるアーチャーならば、多少の無理は効くでしょうが。
で、無理して疲弊しきった体で境内に上がったら、キャスターが待ち伏せているわけだろ。
It's true.
そんなのいいもん
I don't really know what they mean by Archer can move around more independently. Do they just mean that like he can shoot from far away?
まあね、的を射るあいつが的にされてちゃしょうがないわ。アサシンだけならセイバーとアーチャーのコンビで倒せるだろうけど、境内に上がった後、キャスターをどう追い詰めるかも問題か。エミヤ君の話じゃとんでもない魔
One of the attributes of the archer class, independent actions, I think is the term. Oh. Weird.
確かにキャスターは潔い死を迎える性質ではないようでしたし、自らが滅びるなら私たちごと爆散しかねない。無論そうなれば竜道寺も消え去ります。
That would be bad, I guess. That's a historical landmark.
セイバー、しれっと怖いこと言うよな。キャスターのやつ、追い詰められたら自爆するっていうのか。
Was it on the set? I mean, I can check. Independent action. The ability to be independent for a while, even if the supply. Oh, okay. Okay. So I guess that just means he can run around better, even when Rin isn't there.
するでしょう、そりゃ。しますね、おそらく。
I guess that makes sense. The two of them are completely in sync. If I think back, Saber and Tosaka have always had the same opinions from the start, and seem to approve of each other in battle. That's called Yuri. They're both saying we shouldn't attack there, then attacking the temple must really be impossible.
ああ、なんだ。もうこんな時間なんだ。
The clock's sound echoes through the living room. By the time we realize it, it's already 6 p.m. and the sky is tinted red.
とりあえず、話し合いはここまでだな。そろそろ夕飯の支度をしないと。
Now she's gonna ask to stay for dinner, too. I stand up. We're having cod pot tonight, so it shouldn't take too long to cook. All I have to do is cook rice and make something that would go with hot pot, but...
何よ、エミヤ君。人の顔ジロジロ見ちゃって。
So, like, why is she making herself at home when we're about to have dinner? See what I mean?
それにさっきからずっと離れて
I
るし。
wonder what's
そ
for
こがエ
dinner.
ミヤ君の定位置かどうかは知らないけど、話し合いをするんだからもっと近くにいないと不便でしょ。なんだってそんなとこにいるのよ、あなたは。
Tosaka, sitting dignified at the table, watches me carefully. Be careful how you answer this, Shiro. Be careful how you answer this question. This is a trap. This is a trick question. There's only one reason why I'm distancing myself from Tosaka.
バカ言え。俺の定位置はお前が陣取ってるところだよ。それを父さんが横取りするからこうなったんだろ。
Incorrect. Incorrect response. I object with all my might.
ははー、そっか。外じゃマスター同士ってことで気にならなかったけど、自分の家の中になったら素に戻るってことね。
Incorrect response.
悪いかバカ。男なんだからこんなの普通の反応だ。
I would not be saying these things out loud. Some of those thoughts have to stay as inside thoughts, Shiro. It'd be more surprising if I weren't nervous around a girl my age, and Tosaka at that. Inside thought. While we've been having these strategy meetings, I have to frequently remind myself how this is happening because we're both masters. I feel pathetic, but even this has been nerve-wracking. I don't know how many cups of tea I've drunk while sitting here.
でもおかしくない？セイバーだって女の子だし、聞いた話じゃ藤村先生もさくらもここに来るんでしょ？なら私だって似たようなものじゃない。
He's got to think about his responses better. That's different. Saber and Tosaka are different. Fujine and Tosaka are different. And Sakura and Tosaka are different. And I mean, the only reason I can be normal around Saber is because we're in this fight together.
いいからもう帰れ。うちはこれから夕飯なんだ。大阪も家であーちゃんが待ってるんだろ。
あら、結論が出てもないのに帰れるわけないでしょ？夕飯をごちそうになった後、今後の方針
Yeah, that fucking hamster is running the shit out of that wheel in Shiro's head right now. It's over. Man, I seriously feel dizzy.
それはもう決定してる。
That's a good sound effect, yeah.
違うの？嫌なら別にいいけど。じゃあエミヤ君はキャスターに関して。
There was that really good bit last time. I think this game does some good bits with like just like just a random visual effect. Like the one that really got me last time was when Taiga was like, "Do you want to hear about what Shiro was like when he was a baby?" And it just fucking zooms in on Saber's face. And her just completely neutral expression. It was funny as hell. I swallowed a complaint that was stuck in my throat.
シロ、リンの言い分は正しいのではないですか？別に彼女が滞在しても問題はないわけですし。
To top it off, Saber even takes Tosaka's side.
分かった。けど、飯が口に合わなくても知らないからな。それと藤村先生も来るだろうから、その時はお前が解き伏せてくれよ。
分かってる。エミヤ君の料理の腕はお昼で確認済みだし、藤村先生のことも知ってるわ。両方とも承知の上だから気にしないで。
後悔しても知らないからな。
I look away and face the kitchen. Then, I wash my hands and go to put on my apron. Find that it isn't where it always is. No. First of all, I don't remember taking it off after preparing lunch while worrying about Tosaka watching me.
What?
I look around. She laughs at my confusion and... What? He's cooking! There's nothing wrong with wearing an apron while you cook. That's normal. Takes a parting shot with a smirk on her face. I guess he just accidentally left it on, which is slightly embarrassing. I cut the cod with gusto. The Napa cabbage is cut, and I've grated a ton of daikon radish.
よし。次は出し取った鍋に具を入れて、火をつけるだけだ。
The pot boils. It's an easy meal to make, mostly dependent on making the stock. That went well, so all that's left is to prepare the number of plates needed. Fujine comes home.
おかえり。雪降ってきたんだ、外。
小ぶりだけど結構積もりそうよ。はっ、今夜は鍋物だ。さすがシロ、冴えてるじゃない。気分もいいし、お酒とか飲んじゃおっかな。
Fujine goes inside the living room, saying dangerous sounding things. Drunk Taiga does sound like a horror show unless you yourself are also drunk. I would drink with Taiga. She seems delightful as a drinking buddy. We all wanted to hang out with useless 25-year-old women. Fujine naturally accepts Tosaka's greeting. She hums as she goes past the living room and into the kitchen. Oh damn, she's pulling out the sake? She's gonna get turned. Teacher's getting turned tonight. Fujine opens the refrigerator, and, after retrieving her favorite bomb kuchin and taking a bite... It's hitting her? There you go. Fujine stuffs the bomb kuchin down. You know, we just talked about bomb kuchin last night in Delta, and marches into the living room. She loves the cake. She kinda got your ass, Taiga. In response, the Tosaka armly calmly makes her counterattack. Uh-huh. If that makes you feel better to say it. We're just study buddies. It's just a cram session. Nothing crazy going on here.
勉強会を開くなんていつの間にそんなことになってたのよ。先生、呼びにくいのでしたら無理をなさらずに。別に先生がエミヤ君をどう呼ぼうと私には関係ありませんから。
Whether how you call Emiya? You know what, that is technically grammatically correct. She's just pulling out the old school language.
遠坂さん、もしかしてさくらちゃんから聞いてる？そう、残念ですが麻藤さんが何を話していたのかも個人のプライバシーですから、その質問には答えられません。けど先生の想像通りだといいです。
She's kind of beating your ass right now in the realm of debate. Fujine falters at Tosaka's smile. I understand how Fujine feels well. When she smiles like that, it makes you feel overwhelmed and cornered. Predatory. Shobu. Actually, it wasn't even a match to begin with. It's only a matter of time until Tosaka talks Fujine down. I'll let Tosaka take care of it and focus on preparing dinner. Dinner! It stopped snowing outside once we finished the pod. It only snowed for about 2 hours, so I bet there's only a bit of snow left in the yard. His ass does everything around here. I get up and head to the kitchen. Tosaka and Fujine switch spots. The offer is nice, but I can't let a guest do the dishes. Bath time. Hi, hi. It must be because she's full now, as Fujine is compliant. Everything would be so much easier if she were like this all the time, though I suppose it'd also be boring. Oh, it happened again. I dropped another plate. It's been 20 minutes since I started doing the dishes. This is the second plate I dropped. There's no excuse, even if my left hand is numb. I'm really dropping the proverbial ball if I'm being a klutz just from this. I feel like you... you can't feel the entire left side of your body. I think it's understandable. If I'm being honest with myself, I should stop until my arm no longer feels this way, but I quickly shake that thought off. I roll up my sleeve and continue washing the dishes. If this were from something else, I could maybe excuse it, but I refuse over something coming from me. There's no way I'm going to lose to myself. I refuse to admit defeat. And as a result, the damage taken increases. This is the third plate now. Fortunately, it didn't break since I put a bath towel on the floor after I dropped the first one. So it shouldn't be a problem, but... it's really awkward feeling Tosaka's eyes on me whenever I drop a plate. I hear Tosaka's voice from the living room. It's all your fault, bitch. Leave it to Fujine to hit a bullseye on the dig. She said it in the biggest font possible. Tosaka ignores that and stares at me. This is hard. Half of my body is already numb, so it distracts me when she watches me that earnestly. Oh, shoot. Brother, you're making your way through our entire dish cabinet here. You might as well just stop. You're not gonna have any fucking plates left. I click my tongue and look down at the broken plate. This is the fourth one now. I could see it coming, but my left hand didn't move fast enough. I slowly look behind me. She's watching me. Tosaka scrutinizes me from her place at the table. Then, she suddenly gets up and walks over to me. Tea time. Tosaka rolls up her sleeves and stands by the sink. I don't think I can do anything about this. It's a Herculean task to stop Tosaka when she makes up her mind, and to be honest, it's frustrating, but there's something strangely picturesque about Tosaka standing there doing something so mundane. Shiro sees a woman doing chores and his heart explodes. Once I get out of the bath, Fujine is the only one in the living room. Tosaka's shoes are still at the entrance, and I assume Saber's in the dojo. It's almost 9 p.m. Now, it's cold, so I'll pass. Mandarin, Mandarin, Mandarin. I think it would be best to talk to Tosaka, though, as funny as that one was. He wants his mandarins. He's hungry for mandarin. He's got to get his citrus, his vitamin C. The issue is Tosaka. It's late already, so it's dangerous if I don't get her home soon.
父さん知らないか?
遠坂さんなら庭に出て行ったみたいよ。そういえば庭の端っこに何かあるんですか?
They do have all those fucking mandarins.
庭の端っこ?
Does she mean the shed? But why would she have any business there? Yeah, I know, that's your fucking man cave. A woman touching that space? Sacrilegious. The winter air is quick to cool my warm body. Cloud cover keeps the stars from shining. There's a fine layer of snow on the ground.
この寒い中、外で何やってんだ、遠坂は。
I shiver and cut across the yard. While making my way to the shed, I consider getting a coat the next time I go shopping. Don't look, that's where I make armor for my spine. I don't even think he makes armor for it. He just shoves metal in his spine for the hell of it. I don't know, I still don't understand how that's the best way to learn magic, and I don't think it even is. That's just some shit Kiritsugu made up to mess with him, I think. I didn't want my son to learn magic, so I taught him wrong as a joke. She's suspicious. She's acting so suspicious that I'm starting to get curious about what she was doing. You're sure what he's doing there is accidentally projecting swords into his spine? I feel like that's not even unlikely because, like, he keeps having the recurring nightmares about his body turning into swords. Did you break into my man cave? She clicks her tongue in acknowledgement of her screw-up. Fucking hit her with the locked room mystery. Got the fucking ace attorney evidence on her. Hit her with the take that. I'm beginning to understand that Tosaka's pretty bad at handling surprise attacks she hasn't considered before. I urge Tosaka to go back inside. However, you don't know shit. I keep forgetting, Shiro. I keep forgetting how little shit you know. Tosaka glares at me as if I'm a challenge to surmount. I brace myself against the uncomfortable feeling in the air. Tosaka narrows her eyes at that.
エミヤ君にはわからないでしょうね。手順や略式もなし。
Listen, man,
強化の延長
you
で
can't
投影を
just
し
keep
ようなんて
making
いう
shit
あな
up
たは
with your brain
全て
power
の
alone.
デ
It's
タラメよ。
literally frying you.
悪かったな。いいだろ。どうせ
Can't you
あれは
just
強化の
write some of
練
this
習なんだ。
down?
成功しようだなんて思ってないんだ。あくまで基礎の確認に過ぎない。
それがデタラメだって言ってるの。基礎の確認で投影をするですって。いい？私以外の魔術師にそんなこと言ってみなさい。
We'd put you in the human zoo.
ガラス蓋付きの
You're a
標本
fucking
が
freak.
剣で飾られるわよ。
Tosaka's words sound like a joke, but she's completely serious.
まあ、父さん。お前の言いたいことはよくわからないんだが。要するに、もっと修行しろって言いたいのか。
そんなの当たり前じゃない。エミヤ君には修行あるのみよ。
It's all he knows. All he knows is what to
け
do
ど
is train.
そうね。今すぐに戦力アップを図るなら、少し手順を変えてあげるだけで、あっさり使い物になるかもしれない。
I don't know where her hostility went as she starts to ponder seriously.
手順を変えるって強化のか。
What if we actually helped you get good at this making swords out of thin air thing?
もう何聞いてたのよ、ドンカン。強化じゃなくて投影の方に決まってるでしょ。
Thick head. That's a new one.
半人前のする強化なんて当てにならないけど、投影だけは別よ。一時的にせよ、アーチャーの剣を投影したんだから、再現できれば即戦力じゃない。
父さか。そりゃいちいちもっともなんだが、昨日のは偶然だ。もう一度やれって言われても多分できない。
それが半人前だっていうの。できた以上は偶然だろうが必然だろうがものにしなさい。
That's true.
だいたいあんたのは偶然なんかじゃない。私みたいに外界に働きかける魔術師は再現できない魔術なんて山ほどある。けどあんたは材料を全部内界から出してきてるんだから、あんたが生きてる限り再現できない魔術なんてないのよ。
The inner world. My inner world is all swords. Is that good? But isn't that obvious? Magical energy is created from the magic circuit within you, so it's all coming from within you.
はあ、独学でやってきたからしょうがないんだろうけど、かなり重症よね。投影はともかく。
Oh no, she's gonna lore dump on me again. Tosaka sighs dramatically. I know I'm an amateur, but it gets my gall that Tosaka says so.
余計なお世話だ。
No, you
今ま
haven't.
で一人でやってきたんだから。
You get your ass kicked literally every time.
それより話し合いはどうするんだよ。もうこんな
I don't think you're doing fine by yourself at all.
時間って今何時なの？
9時になったところ、女の子が夜出歩く時間じゃない。
なんだ、まだ全然早いじゃない。まあ、エミヤ君がそう言うなら、手っ取り早く片付けましょうか。
How late are your nights, girl? Tosaka nods and heads back towards the
まだ
house.
早いってどうしてさ。
It's pretty dangerous for a girl to be out this late. 9 is like midnight. Okay. Yet for her to say it's still early, is Tosaka not aware that she's a girl?
いや、怖いことを考えるのはやめよう。
Alright, man. I shake my head and erase the ominous thoughts from my head.
ちょっと
You know, she can just, like, cast I spell of twist your balls on any guy who tries to get weird with her, right? Tosaka calls back. In response, I return to the porch. We get away from Fujine in the living room and resume our meeting from earlier on the porch. We've been debating since noon, so I throw all of my weight into it, expecting that we won't be able to reach a conclusion that easily, but... We're just not gonna worry about that right
キ
now.
ャスターをおびき出すしかないでしょう。
Kosaka starts with the
い
solution.
やそれはその通りなんだが。
問題は罠をどうするかだけど、まあ兄さん心当たりがあるからエミヤ君は待機していて。最悪あなたとセイバーには餌になってもらうから。
She says something dangerous like that and opens the exterior sliding door. The cold air comes in. But this porch must be special, as it's only slightly chilly. The same as that night, 5 years ago. This porch is the only place warm enough to be able to watch the moon even during winter.
いい結界ね。私の家とは違って人間の情を感じる。
She sits down on the porch and stares into the yard.
ちょっと付き合わない？なんでもない話があるんだけど。
Just normal conversation. I silently sit down next to her. Kosaka said she has something to talk about, yet she doesn't say anything. There's nothing to do, so I just stare blankly at the yard. I can't see the moon. My breath is white. It was cold enough to snow a little. When I looked at Osaka, she's peering out over the yard, her breath white as well. Our shoulders will touch if I move a little. I'm oddly no longer flustered by the closeness. Maybe I've gotten used to it, or the magic of this winter night has been cast. The girl I admire so much is so close, yet I'm strangely calm.
ね。話ってなんだよ、遠坂。
I felt like she wanted to ask me something, so I asked her.
ちょっとね。このうちって特殊だから。人の振り見て我が振り直せじゃないけど、その
If you say so, I don't know about that one, sis. I don't know about that. I think he could improve in some ways.
そのままでいいって、半人前でいいってことかよ。
そうじゃないんだけど、そうなのかもね。意味や切り継ぐって人がどんな魔術師だったか知らないけど、この屋敷はすごく自然なのよ。魔術師の工房のくせに開けてる。四方の門は開け放たれていて、入るのも帰るのもご自由にって感じ。きっと守るべきものがないから何者にも縛られないのよ。あなたのお父さんが魔術師じゃなくて魔術界になれって言ったのはそういうことなんだと思う。何にもない代わりに
If you say
どこへだ
so.
っていけるんだから。
Infinite potential, I
なんだ、
guess.
遠坂はそうじゃないのか。
ええ、私の家は違う。近所じゃ幽霊屋敷って言われてるけど、事実その通りなのよね。来るものは拒む。そのくせ入ってきたものは逃がさない。時々ね、なんか違うなって思うんだけど、これが変えられないのよ。
That's tough.
呪われてるとかそういうんじゃなくて、私自身そういうあり方が気に入っちゃってるわけ。こういう性格をしてるから後継者に選ばれたんでしょうけど、
I'm just built for
見た時に
this,
は
I
割と
guess.
ショックだった。
それはつまり、自分がいじめっ子だと気がつい
You were a bully.
思うんだけど、エミヤ君って歯に衣着せないタッチよね。
そうか。遠坂を見習って回りくどく言ったつもりなんだ。
No, it was not subtle at all. What the fuck?
まったく、そういうところが直球だって言ってるの。
She sighs and her head droops down. The white residue of her breath slowly melts in the cold night. I steal a glance at her side profile and remember the red school. Kosaka didn't say anything, seeing the students that collapsed from Ryder's doing. She put a brave face on like always, while her knees shook and she bit her lip. That's when I realized. The more she acts like a perfect mage, the more it's like she's killing her true self.
遠坂はきつかったのか。
I get uneasy and ask,
魔術の修行が？おあいにくさま。苦しいなんて思ったことはなかったわ。大 抵のことはすんなりこなせたし、できなくて挫折したことなんてなかったしね。それに新しいことを覚えるのは楽しかった。さっきも言ったでしょ、私生まれつきそういう性格なんだって。だからエミヤくんの心配は杞憂ってやつよ。
She tells it as she sees it. There is no bluster or lies that I can make out. Instead, I just see a wonderful smile.
そっか。なら学校はどうなんだ？魔術師としてやっていくんなら学校に行っても無意味なんじゃないか？
無意味とまではいかないけど寄り道でしょうね。けど無駄じゃないわよ。学生って楽しいもの。
Epicurean?
基本的に快楽主義者なの。父さんの後を継ぐのは義務だけど、それだって自分が楽しくなければやらないわ。マスターになったのだって自分の力を試したいからだし。
Because you're funny. You know what? That's as good a reason as any. If a girl tells you she wants to hang out with you, then you're funny. That's honestly a good thing. Most of the time. Putting her opinion that I'm funny to the side, that takes weight off my shoulders. Being online has ruined the word epic for you. But Epicurean isn't epic. A family of mages. That's just like a totally different word. I thought that Tosaka was burdened with a dark and heavy shadow because she's bound to a long history and bloodline. But I guess I don't really have a clue about that sort of thing. The Tosaka family is not a burden or anything to her, and she's been doing what she wants freely.
そうか。遠坂が楽しそうでよかった。
ありがとう。で、もちろんそういうエミヤくんも楽しかったんでしょ？
I don't know. Is sticking rods in your spine fun for you, Shiro? Is that what you're into? I suppose that would be the natural conclusion. However, I find myself unable to nod in agreement.
ちょっと、どうして黙るのよ。エミヤくんのお父さんは強制しなかったんでしょ？それでも続けたってことは魔術が楽しかったからじゃない
No,
の？
it's just because I have a fucked up complex.
あ、いや、
I have never once felt that it was fun. Magecraft has always been a dangerous trial to me. I know that I don't have the aptitude. Even so, in my desperation to be like Kiritsugu, I've clung onto it. For my first year, other than when I slept or ate, I spent all my time on training. Facing death every night, I honed my sensitivity. And I repeated that for 8 years. I didn't think it was tough, but I didn't think it was fun.
待った。ちゃんと答えて、エミヤくん。
He's dodging the question.
私、とんでもない勘違いをしてたかもしれないから。
Tosaka glares at me seriously. I'm stuck. If she makes a face like that, I can't not answer.
そうだな。魔術の修行を楽しいと思ったことはなかった。魔術の修行も魔術そのものも楽しいと思ったことはない。けど、俺は周りが幸せならそれで嬉しかったんだ。
Ah, yes, the classic.
だからその
The classic
魔
complex.
術を習っておけばいつか
Good old
誰
martyr
かのためになれるかな
complex.
って俺はキリツグのような正義の味方になりたかった。そのために魔術を習ってきた。
Yeah, yeah, Seigi no
俺の理由
Mikata.
なんてそんなもんだけど。
じゃあ何？あんた、自分のために魔術を習ったんじゃないの？
いや、自分のためじゃないのか、これって。誰かのためになれれば俺だって嬉しいんだから。
あのね、それは嬉しいんであって楽しくはないの。いい？私が言ってるのはエミヤくん自身が楽しめることよ。周りは
He doesn't think about that very
自分
much.
から楽しいって思えることはないのかって聞いてるの。
Tosaka's practically roaring. Even if she says that, I can't answer. I can't think of anything that's fun for me, and most of all, I don't have the right to have such a desire. Yeah.
頭きた。要するにあんた、人のことばっかりで自分に焦点が合ってないのよ。
Tosaka suddenly stands and points at me.
遠坂、指。
Objection! Her finger, no, her nail, is digging into the tip of my nose.
うるさい、口答えするな。
Come talk back to me, young man.
似てるって思ってたけど、まさかここまで一緒とは思わなかった。
She rejects my objection and closes in on me even more.
待て、落ち着け、遠坂。
Wow, it sure is interesting that people keep comparing Shiro and Archer. Sure is
そ
interesting.
れがわからないやつだから頭に来てるの。
Sure is a very not subtle piece of foreshadowing, I
どうして誰
feel.
も一言言ってやらないのよ。
Her fist shakes. All I can do is stay quiet. I can only do as Tosaka says until her anger subsides. Then, after she vents all her anger,
いいわ、決めた。明日、あんたに参ったって言わせてやるから。
will you? She says, as if smacking me with a glove.
そうだな。まさか、いつかの続きをする気か？
It goes without saying that I'm referring to our bout at school. I was cornered and about to surrender, but we weren't able to settle the score since Ryder interrupted.
そうよ。いいから首を洗って待ってなさい。とっておきにスペシャルなのを味合わせてや
I'll
る
beat your ass in the marketplace of ideas. I think she's just gonna beat his ass in general. Just like, you know, broadly. Tosaka psychs herself up before walking off towards the living room. I don't know what's going to happen. Am I supposed to be ready for anything? Anyway, I have to take Tosaka home. It's almost 10 p.m. I don't know what Fujine will say if I keep a girl out this late.
今なんて言ったのシロ。
だから遠坂を送っていくって言ったんだよ。だってのに、あいつどこを
I
うろちょ
still
ろしてるん
adore
だ。
her coffee cup.
いい加減帰らないとまずいだろ
Fujine is looking at me, stunned. That's strange. I thought Fujine would approve right away, but she doesn't particularly seem to be in a rush.
遠坂さんなら今頃別棟じゃないかな。お客さんだし、泊まるならちゃんとした客間にしないとダメでしょ。
Uh-oh.
う。よし、別棟か。ってふざけるな、藤根。今何かおかしなこと言わな
Once again, Rin has forced her way into our home.
まあ、おかしなこと言ってるのはシロでしょ。今日はもう遅いから遠坂さんを止めるんでしょ。遠坂さん、さっきそう言いましたよ。
止まるって遠坂が
she's just saying whatever.
そうよ。あ、けどおかしなことしたらダメだからね。私も和室で寝てるし、客間から悲鳴なんて上がったら一発であの世行きなんだから。
And I'm the lawn mower. Fujine munches on rice crackers. She acts normal, as if she thinks nothing of the emergency she's describing.
あいつ
It looks like Fujine has already surrendered to Tosaka.
あ、ちょうどよかった。私、右の客間を借りるから。
She's even cozy. She's already in her casual outfit. Then, I run into an alien while on my way to the outbuilding with the guest rooms. Her appearance makes my head spin. Tosaka is in her own clothes, not her uniform, and she's in the hallway of my house saying something crazy.
ああ、これ泊まることにしたから、あーちゃんに言って宿泊道具一式を。
What, is he your butler now?
ちょっと大丈夫？疲れてるなら早めに寝なさいよね。明日の朝、寝坊なんてしたら承知しないんだから。
She waves and disappears into the hallway that leads to the outbuilding. I dumbfoundedly see her off, then glance at the mirror in the hallway. My face is as red as an apple. Damn it. What is she thinking, sleeping in the same house? Even if we are still technically pretty far apart.
風呂
Yeah, I bet Archer was mad about it. He's like, come on, you're gonna sleep over with him? I'll pour cold water over myself and cool my burning face. I feel like I have to do so, or else Tosaka's image will be stuck in my head, and I won't be able to focus on my training. This was her plan all along, I bet. This is her revenge plan for not talking to her at school. The lights go out. Right before midnight, I look up at the frozen moon as I get lost in my training.
トレース。
I fill my spine with a new nerve. He loves doing this. I make a magic circuit within my body, creating magical energy like I'm breathing, and comprehend the structure of the Bokuto in my hand.
基本骨子解明。
I run my magical energy through the sword and strengthen it. I analyze the structure, alter it, and reinforce it.
構成材質補強。
The usual process is going too smoothly. I don't know if it's because I became a master, but strengthening got a lot easier. I used to only have a success rate in the single digits. I'm also able to make a magic circuit in a flash. No, it's not because I became a master. I'm just copying his swords. I'm just imitating the Red Knight that I saw at Ryudo Temple. Copying his twin swords, his sword technique, and now even his breathing.
偽物だ。こんなの俺のものじゃない。
I can't help but feel self-hatred. My skills improve just by copying him. Even though I know this isn't my power, I have to rely on it. It was because of his sword technique that I was able to fight those bone puppets at school. And it was because of the projection of his twin swords that I was able to fend off Kazuki's ferocious attacks. Even now, I'm certain that I can reproduce those swords again if I repeat the process and put in everything I have.
強化と似て非なるもの。始まりと終わりを入れて、ちょうど8節
Okay.
に分ければいいんだよな。
Sure, that makes sense. I have to swap out resonating with projecting. The words are still the same. There's no need to change the chant if what it does to me stays the same. First of all, I only know and can use one spell to restructure myself. I set down the sword that I finished strengthening. The left half of my body is still numb. I had hoped this would be okay after a day, but it doesn't look like I'm that lucky. If this is the trade-off for magecraft beyond my level for imitating archer's blades, I may just destroy myself if I use projection one more time. Which is why I'm gonna do it right now, for practice. I remove the nerve I gouged into my spine. My body is released from the toxin called the magic circuit, and tension escapes my body. Then... Hey, Saber.
眠れないのですか？
Saber. Saber quietly comes inside.
いや、そういうわけじゃない。これは日課だから気にしないでくれ。
I must be relieved to have finished today's daily routine. My voice that responds is surprisingly gentle.
今日は賑やかでしたね。
そうだな。タイプは違えど、藤井が2人いたようなもんだし。
Two of them. I answer her smile with a smile. Saber actually seems to be ruefully muttering something under her breath as she sits down next to me.
しかし、今夜も魔術の鍛錬ですか。何があろうと予定は変えないので。
Yeah, he's autistic. That's just how it works.
ああ、欠かさずにやれっていうのが親父の教えだったからな。けどまあ、教えてくれたのはそれだけだったけど。
それだけ？では、魔術師としての知識もあり方も享受されてはいないのですか？
ああ、そもそもさ、教えるべき本人が魔術師らしくなかったんだよ。困った大人だったな。普段はぼーっとしていてどうも冴えなかった。楽しむときは思いっきり楽しむんだなんて言って。
You do have to enjoy life to its fullest, though. He was right.
あれで僕は魔法使いなんだなんて言われても信じられないって普通。
I can tell that I'm smiling as I talk about him. About the past. The 5 years from after the fire to his death. Thinking back now, that might have genuinely been the most fun time in my life.
なるほど。そういう詩が好きだったのですね。
I realize I haven't put on my fucking... I forgot my reading glasses this whole time. I feel so foolish.
自由で 全 全然魔術師っぽくなくても、俺にとっては切り継ぐこそが本当の魔法使いだったんだ。
I forgot my glasses this whole time. How disappointing.
まあそれにさ、自分以上に子供っぽいんでどうしても放っておけなかったってのもあるし。
ええ、シローの気持ちはわかる。私にもメーガスはいたが、そいつも子供のような人物だった。
そいつ
That clown?
珍しいな。セイバーが人をそんな風に言うなんて。
いいえ、彼は例外です。あれはとんでもない老人だった。尊敬していたし、親愛も感じていましたが。
Not a fan of Merlin, I see. Not besties with Merlin.
もう少しまともな時代になったでしょ
う。なんかすごいな、その言い方。まるで希代の悪人みたいじゃないか。
悪人でした。加えてその色ごとに弱いというか、愛の多い人物というか。
Yeah, that's Merlin.
結局最後にそれがあだとなって。
That's how he got trapped in his own grave.
老人のことです。
Got too horny.
きっと今でものんきに愛を語っているのでしょう。
I can't tell if she's fed up or ready to laugh. Saber both openly speaks of her past and seems to swallow back on saying more. And after a brief silence... I mean, he kind of is a shithead in actual Arthurian myth. Like, he did fuck around. With an earnest, concerned gaze, she pushed me about something I don't want her to know about. Like, he did sleep around, that Merlin guy.
あれだけ皿を割っていれば誰でも気がつきます。それでどうなのです。見たところ異常があるのは半身だけのようですが。
いや、異常ってほどのことじゃない。ただ麻痺してるだけなんだから。
I explained to her about how my body felt weird since this morning, how it doesn't affect my physical abilities at all, and how the cause must be the feedback from last night's projection magecraft. Yeah, no, it's totally fine to just not have any feeling. Saber looks at me with uneasy eyes. When I try to smile back at her to tell her everything is fine, I figured he was hanging around. The Red Knight appears, standing in the door. Were you just eavesdropping the whole time? Saber turns quickly, protectively placing herself between us. To her, he is an enemy who attacked me. And he is also an enemy to me. He did say that. I remember him saying it. Those words that he said before he slashed me would not get out of my head. Archer, can you just fucking leave us alone? We were having a moment. Archer doesn't answer and steps in closer. Saber's hostility turns outright violent. He's not trying to fight, he's just being a dick. I move Saber aside and confront Archer. Ugh, I still don't like this guy. Our perspectives are different, but there's also no doubt that I just can't instinctively stand him. A chill runs up my spine the moment I see his face. Just seems like we're born to hate each other, or to always be enemies.
おい、要件がないなら出ていけ。
投影をしたとリンから聞いていたが、やはりそうだ。半身の感覚がなく、
That's an oddly specific amount.
7センチほどずれているのだろう。
I clamped down on a gasp. Archer's observation is so accurate that it's scary.
体を見せてみろ。力になれるかもしれん。
Archer reaches out.
いい、よすんだセイバー。体を見せればいいんだ。
I just have to show Archer my body. There's nothing weird about that, or very specific in that phrasing. I take my shirt off and show Archer my back. I didn't realize we were getting another yaoi moment so soon. Saber is just watching. She likes to watch. Archer silently places his hand on my back. A slight pain. The left half of my body, which was numb to any sensation or pain, feels hot, as if I got stabbed by a needle.
運のいい男だ。壊死していると思ったが、閉じていたものを開いただけだ。これならば数日もすれば回復しよう。
閉じていたものが開いた。
そうだ。お前は勘違いをしているようだがな。魔術回路とは作るものではなく表すものだ。一度作ってしまえば、あとは表面に出すか出さないかのものでしかない。そのような勘違いをしているから、本来使われるはずの回路が放棄され、眠っていたのだ。お前の死や輪には考えられない盲点だろうよ。まっとうな魔術師ならば、通常の神経そのものが回路になっている異端など知りもしまい。お前の麻痺は一時的なものだ。今まであったというのに使われていなかった回路に
That's right. We found out some of this in the Fate route. That Shiro is stupid and has been using his own nerves as magic circuits instead of his actual magic circuits that are not just his nerve endings. Because he's stupid, I guess.
いずれ神経は通常の機能を思い出すし、放棄されていた回路はこれで現役に戻ったということだ。
The needle stabs my back again. I hear a definite thumping from the half of my body that was numb all day.
こんなところか。体が動く頃には以前よりはマシな魔術師になっているだろう。何にせよ、俺の刀を作るなど初めにしては欲張りすぎだ。
Archer lets go.
ではシロの体に異常はないと。
今までが異常だったのだ。いや、異常を眠らせたまま終わるのが正常な人間のせいだ。
He's just kind of a freak. I don't know what's wrong with him.
エミやシロはすでに異常だが。まあいい。ともあれ、明日一日は魔術を使おうと思う。治りかけた神経が焼き付いたら麻痺では済まん。
詳しいのですね、アーチャー。
似たような経験があってな。私も初めは片腕を持っていかれた。新しい魔術を身につけるとは
Interesting.
そういうことだ。
Interesting. He turns and tries to leave.
まだよ。
I stop him. I want to know his true intention of helping me now. They're trying to kill me before.
なんだ。
I cannot stand back to camera Archer. He looks so silly.
そんなことするか。ただ聞きたいだけだ。お前が言い捨てやがったセリフがどんな意味なのかってな。
Drown in your ideals. The meaning of that. The uneasiness that settled in the back of my mind won't go away unless I hear it from his mouth.
言葉通りの意味だ。付け加えるものはない。
His waist looks like a One Piece character's. Yeah, no, it's not a jacket. It's like a there's like a term for what it is. It's a type of Japanese clothing. I just don't know the word for it. Archer seriously replies without an ounce of hesitation. Ugh. That pisses me off so much that my vision goes white.
じゃあお前はなんだ、アーチ 理想を抱くなというお前は何のために戦ってるんだ。サーバントはみんな自分の目的があるんだろう。ならお前の戦う意義ってなんだ。
知れたこと。私の戦う意味はただ己のためのみだ。つまらぬ正常、大義、理想、そんな不確かな意義など偽物だ。剣を取るのはただ
I don't know
己
if I
の欲望
believe
の
you,
成就の
but
ため。
okay. You can say it, but I don't know if I believe it.
自分のためだけだと。
そうだ。お前の欲望が誰も傷つけないという理想であるのなら好きにするがいい。そんなに他人を救いたければ救えばよかろう。ただしそれが本当にお前自身の欲望ならばな。
My mind freezes. What did he just say?
自分の意志で戦うのならばその罪も罰も全て自分が生み出したもの。背負うことすら理想のうちだ。だがそれが借り物の意志であるならお前の唱える理想は空想に落ちるだろう。
In other words, it is a fake.
戦いには理由がいる。だがそれは理想であってはならない。
Okay.
そこに人を助ける道はない。
I guess. I can't talk. I can't think of any rebuttal. Archer's words pierce through my chest like an arrow. He's owned you with facts and logic. Not just for me, but that applies to Saber, who is beside me as well.
戦う意義とは何かを助けたいという願望だ。少なくともお前にとってはそうだろう。エミヤシロ。だが他者による救いは救いではない。人を叶えるのは本人の意志と結果だけだ。他人による
This
救いは
shed sure is full of
そのも
similar
のの品
people.
格と
That's
同じ
true.
だ。
This is where we put the shed is where we put all the people who argue about the same things.
使えば他人の手に回ってしまう。
I can't speak. Something I have to say that's wrong, so I
だから無意味なんだ。お前の理想は。確かに誰かを救うなどというお前の望みは達成できるだろう。だがそこにはお前自身を救うという望みがない。お前はお前のものではない理想を抱いておそらくは死ぬまで繰り返す。
he does love to talk. It's true. That's wrong.
私が言いたかったことはそれだけだ。
Yeah, I know he's been saying all this over his shoulder.
人
It was like 5 paragraphs, man. You could have turned back around.
他人も自分も救えない。偽りのような人生
That
だ。
is true. Junichi Suwabe has an amazing voice. The redback goes further away into the distance. I can't find the words to say. The darkness falls. Left in the shed, we stare at his back that is no longer there, unable to look at each other. Alright. That was like an anti-pep talk. Alright, give me 1 second, henchman. I'm just gonna use the restroom real quick. And get some more water for my poor parched throat. And we will continue in just a sec. So, just give it a minute. Just give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. For real. I have returned. We can read more Fate now. Get that shit out of here. Get that music out of here. Okay. Just more blabbing from Archer about how you're stupid, basically. Witchcraft. You're stupid, and your beliefs will only lead to you being dead, basically. Whatever. What did I wish for, and why? There were people I couldn't save, and there was me who could not save them. That must be the reason. What happened after that, and what did I want to become? I remember the gray sky, a dark sky on the verge of crying. Then my will to live almost fades away. Only one desire. One only dies when their will is gone. Goodness. I walk, leaving behind many people, and survive a few minutes longer than everyone else. During that process, many things died. That's why I was almost empty. If the will to live breaks, then there is nothing. If there is nothing, then the only thing left is to die. And I died. Even thinking became difficult, so I closed my eyes. Right before everything turned completely black, my hand that was extended to the sky was grabbed. Hey, we actually get to see what he looks like. That was everything. I have nothing left. Since I didn't even have anything, that's all I had. I couldn't do it myself, so I admired it severely. That's right. I wanted to be of help to many people in place of those I could not save. Yet, he said that it was all false. A borrowed ideal. A salvation passed around like a gold coin. An ending without reward. What did I want to become, and for what?
正義の味方になりたかった。
It's not me that said that, but... Gotta be your own man, Shiro. I wake up. The sunlight is bright, telling me that it's a sunny day, unlike yesterday.
くそ。だっていうのに頭痛がする。
I don't know if it's because of what happened last night, but I didn't wake up feeling good. I must have had a bad nightmare. My temple is throbbing.
顔洗ってこよう。いや、見事に晴れてるな。
It's only 6:30 a.m. The sky is enchantingly blue. It's also warm for a winter morning, and the snow in the yard is all gone. My sleepiness goes away once I wash my face and brush my teeth.
そっか。今日は日曜だから無理して藤根を起こす。
A nice Sunday. You get to sleep in. I can prepare breakfast later than usual, and we can take our time to eat. There's no one in the living room.
俺が一番だったんだ。藤根とセイバーは分かるにしても、遠坂がまだ寝てるってのが意外だな。
Well, anyway, I need to prepare breakfast. Even though it's the weekend, there are 4 people this morning. I should start the groundwork.
あれ食パンないぞ。
My bread! I bought a loaf yesterday, but the whole bag is missing.
その代わりに100円玉が3枚あるのは、誠意と
What?
なのか。
What, she like took the whole loaf of bread and left some money to pay for it? I've never encountered such a crime. The first suspect, Fujine, wouldn't do such an elaborate thing. Then there's only one culprit. Well, what should I do? I don't really care about the bread, but we have an extra mouth named Tosaka to feed this morning.
7時前。豆腐屋さんなら空いてるな。
Tofu. I'll make Japanese cuisine since there's no bread. Actually, I'll teach the culprit a lesson. I won't question what happened to the bread. I'll jog to the shopping district. Oh, we gotta teach him a lesson.
朝は卵焼きと味噌汁で決定。
Do
甘や
not
かすの
spoil
は良く
them.
ない。うん。
More importantly, the problem is how I should deal with the intruder that attacked the kitchen in the middle of the night.
遠坂起きてるか遠坂
I knock on the door of the guest room, but there's no response. It's almost 7 a.m. It may be possible for Fujine, but there's no way that Tosaka, the typical model student, isn't awake at this time.
遠坂遠坂遠坂
Her ass is not listening. That's strange. Does this mean she's somewhere else if she's not answering, even after calling for her this much?
ちょっと変だぞこれ
I'm worried. It's not like she went out to town by herself and hasn't returned, right? Let's look inside. Maybe no wacky hijinks will ensue.
よし
I'll look inside. I have to find out where the missing bread went, and I have to go find her if Tosaka isn't there. I go inside, nervous for some reason. I'm sure there will be no hijinks. I ask in a whisper, but there's no response whatsoever.
なんだやっぱりいないじゃんか
The guest room was the same as always. There was nothing different than usual. The only thing was this mysterious rectangular object on the table.
なんだろうこれ
The length and width are about 15 centimeters, and the height is about 16 centimeters. It's made out of plastic and looks like a lunchbox.
じゃなくて弁当箱だろこれ
There's 3 of them stacked. I have no idea why it's used for or why it's there.
遠坂のやつなんだってこんなものを
I get curious and reach out. Then, I hear a sound of something rolling over behind me. Oh no! She's so sleepy. A small sigh. She's so eepy. I like her pajamas, by the way. Very cute. The cat pajamas? The sunlight must be bright, since she twists her body as if she's unable to sleep well and faces this way. I am under fucking attack. The lighting in the CG is really pretty. It is. It looks nice. Very cute. My thoughts are bleached white in an instant. All white. My breath stops instantly and I can't look away. I gulp. I don't even think that it's bad if I make a sound. If we're talking loud, the pounding of my heart is louder. No, calm down. Be calm. Be calm. I can't afford to mess up right now. I have to leave this room as if nothing happened to ensure our cooperation runs smoothly in the future. I'll probably be killed if Tosaka wakes up now, so if I look at Tosaka any longer, I won't be able to keep on cooperating with her.
ちょっとごめんもう少しかかると
She's the Eeper. My body jumps back. Tosaka is still sleeping. She must be a deep sleeper, since she seems like she would still be sleeping if I let her be. I sigh with relief and slowly retreat. Meanwhile, I know I shouldn't be looking, but I can't take my eyes off Tosaka. There was just a girl sleeping. Tosaka is a girl. It makes me forget that she's a mage or a master. Her breath is as if she's unable to sleep well and her pajamas are disheveled. If I see her like this, I won't be able to talk to her naturally like I've been up to from now. Are you okay? This CG is whipping around like you're gonna pass out. Her defenseless sleeping face. I slowly retreat to the door, unable to look away. How long did that take? The mere 2 meters of distance felt infinitely long, and I slide out to the hallway, suppressing my heart that's about to burst. I take a deep breath. I release the breath that I've been holding this whole time. Shiro is like, normally I would just file scenes away like this, away under like, oh gosh, anime joke, right? I saw typical like anime rom-com joke. I saw a girl naked, but it's just like she's not even naked. She's in like completely covering pajamas, and Shiro is still having a fucking panic attack. So I think this is just a him problem. My knees give way, and I fall to the floor.
なんだよ一体
Well, I'm completely at fault. It's my fault, but shouldn't extenuating circumstances be taken into consideration?
悪い、登坂。
The moment I murmur from the bottom of my heart, I suddenly feel tired. Well, anyway, I'm glad I was able to get out before I suffocated. Anyway, I decided to go make breakfast. It'll be killing two birds with one stone because I can calm down if I make a well-prepared meal. And Tosaka would be happy if it tastes good.
おはようございます、シロ。今朝は随分とゆっくりなのですね。
ああ、おはよう、セバ。今日は日曜で学校がないから、その分ゆっくりしていられるんだ。体の調子もいいから、朝飯が終わったら道場に行こう。
I greet her while I peel the potatoes.
ええ、望むところです。ではシロ、半身の麻痺は完治したのですね。
あ、そういえばそうだった。寝てたら治ってた。
I feel fine.
この分なら明日には治ってるさ。
それはよかった。マスターが傷を負ったままでは私も立つ瀬がない。シローがいつも通り厨房に立っていると私も安心できます。
Saber takes a seat at her usual position beside the table. It's 8:30 a.m. I have to say that Fujine and Tosaka are sleepyheads for not waking up yet, but I can't complain today.
そうだよな。おかげでようやく忘れてきたし。
Tosaka's sleeping face in my mind was fading away due to the potatoes and onions. Too worried about vegetables now. I would be okay if Tosaka were to come any time now. There's no doubt that I would deal with it calmly like usual, as if nothing happened.
おはようり。昨夜はゆっくり眠れたようですね。
Never mind, I was wrong. My spine freezes. I'm too scared that I can't look back at the living room.
おはよう。別にそうでもなかったんだけどね。日差しは眩しいし、0時過ぎてもごそごそやってる奴らはいたし。
Tosaka replies to Saber and enters the living room. This is a crucial moment. Calm down, calm down. It's easy. I just have to brew the tea for the three of us and greet her as I face her.
よし。
You can do this. You can do this, Shiro. Just keep a straight face for once in your life. I put the teacups on the tray and take one final breath. From the kitchen to the living room, I put the tray on the table where they're gathered together.
よ、今朝はじゃがいもと玉ねぎさ、登坂。
My breath stops. Tosaka is wearing something unfamiliar again. What? No, you've seen her in this outfit? I said to calm down. It's okay. I saw her in normal clothes yesterday, too. I should have some resistance now.
違う、訂正すると、今朝は和食ってことなんだ。
Changed his mind. No more punishment,
も
Miso.
う少しかかるから、とりあえずお茶でも飲んだろ。
I put teacups in front of Tosaka and Saber. Then,
何のんびりしてるのよ。今日は出かけるんだから早く用意しなさい。
Tosaka glares at me as if to say that breakfast can come later.
は？出かけるってどこに？
隣町までよ。本当は遠出したいけど、さすがにそこまでの余裕はないでしょ。だから妥協案ってことで。
Is this some sort of preemptive strike? I can't seem to grasp Tosaka's intentions.
はあ、妥協案は分かったけど、何し？
何って遊びに行くに決まってるじゃない。
A date?
デートよ、
デートよ?
デートって誰が？
Me and Saber, of course.
私とシローが。
She says clearly. After I tilt my head in wonder,
デートって俺と登坂が？
my font is so large.
それ以外に誰がいるのよ。昨日の夜そう言ったでしょ。
I feel dizzy. I want to say something back, but Tosaka is standing so majestically I can't even object.
ほら、いいから行くわよ。どうせこんなことだろうと思ってたし、お弁当作ってお いたから。はい。シロはこのトートバッグを持ってついてくる。
Tosaka pushes the green tote bag onto me and leaves the living room. I see her off, dumbfounded.
シロ、リンの後を追わなくていいのですか?
No, I don't think he's capable of it.
ちょっと待て、父さんが。
I run in a hurry. I hear another set of footsteps. Saber is following behind me.
遅い。
Osoy.
女の子を待たせるなんて随分余裕があるのね。
Yeah, I don't know. That date in the Fate Room went really badly, so let's see how he manages this one. I don't have any nerve. It seems it's already been decided that we're going on a date without my consultation.
いや、だから待てってば。遊びに行くって、どうして。
そういう気分だから。別に構わないでしょ。どうせ昼間は何もしないんだし。今更逃げるなんて
Because I
言わせないわ
want
よ。
to? Just kind of real for that.
確かに構わないだろうけど。ほら、そうだ、アーチャーはどうするんだよ。あいつだって反対だろう、こういうの。
Oh, I didn't realize we were doing whatever Archer
アー
said
チャー
now.
は置いてきたわ。今頃私の家で寝てるんじゃないかしら。
I can't win. I can't talk down Tosaka on my own. If anyone can stop her,
そうだ、セイバーはどうするんだ。
セイバーならいいわよ。同伴しても。
Saber can be our third. Defeated. All my cards are trumped with just one sentence.
いい加減観念した？なら急ぎましょう。今日はマスターの義務なんて忘れて思いっきり遊ぶんだから。
待てたらバカ。
Don't worry, Saber. You can be our third. There's no time to be confused. Tosaka grabs my hand and runs out the door. It seems like I have no choice but to give up. Tosaka seems so energetic that I don't think I can compete with her, and I know she'll just argue me down even if I protest. And I don't know why, but Saber is following us without a complaint. And, well, besides... See, it's a really nice day out today. Might as well. It's so nice and sunny. Let's go have some fun. I'm overwhelmed by the crowd the moment we get off the bus. It's lively in front of the train station. It's a nice weekend morning before 10 a.m., so it would be weird for it not to be lively.
驚いた。休日ともなればこれほど人が集まるのですね。
Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend. Saber looks at the town, bewildered. She has never seen the town during the day, so her reaction is only natural. As I say this, I'm also stunned by the crowd.
さて、どこから行こうかしらね。二人ともリクエストある？
Yeah, exactly. You can't fumble this date, Shiro. If you fumble, Archer will just, like, teleport in to tell you how much you suck again. Exactly. However, unlike us, Tosaka is full of energy.
リクエストって言われても困る。遊び場なんて知らないぞ、俺。
でしょうね。じゃあセイバーはどこか行ってみたいところとかない？
Go buy her a plush in this timeline, too.
私ですか？いえ、特に関心のある場所はありません。そもそも私はシローの護衛です。これがリンとシローの休日ならば、私はいないものとして扱ってください。そう？じゃあ私の好みでいいのね。
See? You let her have all the power, and this is what happened. She's going mad with it.
二人とも意見がないんだから、私の方針には絶対服従ってことで OK？
She's kind of real. She's kind of awesome. I feel a chill run up my spine. Tosaka smirks at us with a scary stare.
ちょっと待て、物騒な言い方するな。大体な、遠坂に付き合うとは言ったけど、デートするとは言ってないぞ。これはあくまで
Just a friend date. We're just chilling like friends do.
はい残念。世間じゃそういうのをデート
That's what society calls a date.
ほら、 ここまで来たんだからいい加減観念なさい。
That's
あんま
true.
り往生際が悪いと
That is
女の
true.
子に嫌われるわよ。
嫌われるって誰に？
さあ誰でしょう。でもまあしぶといってのは長所かな。ね、セイバー。
He's so stupid is the thing.
はい。シロは負けず嫌いですから。戦闘において不屈の精神は心強い。だってさ、よかったわね、シロ。
Tosaka smiles. Jeez, what's so fun about making fun of other people? Oh, a lot of
さ
things.
て、
It's so
それ
fun
じ
to
ゃあ
make
手
fun
始
of
めに
people you
ビール
like.
でに行きましょうか。二人とも朝食はまだでしょ。軽くお茶した後で店荒らしでもして、とりあえず体を温めよう。
Tosaka starts walking. I think there it is, the name of the new department store they recently made.
ほら、のんびりしてると置いてくわよ。モーニングは10時までなんだから、急がないと終わっちゃうじゃない。
She won't stop, even if I call for her. It seems like Tosaka has no time to waste and won't give me time to settle down.
シロ、リンが言ってしまいまし
Are
た。
you gonna move, man?
ああ、もう分かった。こうなったらどこへだって付き合ってやる。
I slap myself on both cheeks and get pumped up. We will pump you up.
行くぞ、セイバー。はぐれるなよ。
はい。シロこそリンを見失わないように。
We both start running. In the crowded town, Tosaka doesn't look back. It seems like she's absolutely certain that we're going to follow her. And before I realize it, I've fallen into a more helpless situation.
初めに寄った店とは違った雰囲気ですね。リン、ここには何が？
For fun.
単なる小休憩よ。二人とも疲れてると思ってね。この辺で一服しとかないとゼンマイが切れちゃいそうだから。確かに目まぐるしい2時間で
2 hours.
休憩を取るほどの運動量では。そりゃセイバーはね。けど見えないところですっごくすり減ってるものもあるわけ。私たちにとっては普通の床でも人によっては毒の沼地ってことがあるんだから。ああ、私こっちのバナナパフェね。セイバーはこっちのデビルズサンデーに
I'm getting the feeling it feels more like Saber and Rin are on the date here than just say Rin and Shiro. I think that's the way it should be though.
甘いのを食べる？
朝からそんなの食べるか。ブレンドでいい。
あら、男の子。
Such a boy.
HP 回復しとかないと大変よ。
It goes without saying, but eating ice cream together here would be a whole other dimension, and I have no appetite to begin with. Also, she's not good with technology, yet she knows something like that.
ゴージョゴージョっと。
She's a gamer.
それは
She's a
それで
girl
楽しい
and a
けどね。
gamer? I don't know what's so fun, but the red devil is smirking. You should be the one eating the devil's sundae.
シロ、糖分を軽んじてはいけません。リンの言う通り体力を消耗しているのなら、このマンゴーラッシュ&クリームなどいかがでしょう。
Mango rush and cream. Saber subtly offers me the menu.
ええ、大きな声では言えませんが、連日行軍の時など皆に囲って甘い果物を口にしたものです。もともとはチョコ
I
レ
think
ー
it's
ト
cute
など
that she has a
錬
sweet
金
tooth.
術から発生したものだとか。
そりゃ初耳だ。
Didn't realize the king of Camelot was so moe.
セイバー、マンゴーラッシュも試してみたいんだが。
はい。一口ほどいただければ幸いです。
How lonely. Saber has left my nervous self and has already fallen under Tosaka's evil influence.
あら、遠慮しなくていいのよ、セイバー。せっかくだから両方頼んじゃいましょう。そうしたいのは山々ですが、それでは支払いに無駄が生じる。空腹ならいざ知らず。
Yes, you
興
can.
味本位で余分な
What's
注
your
文をするわ
problem?
けには。
Live a little.
だからその負担がデートの醍醐味なの。こういう場合エミヤくんは笑顔でおごってくれて、 私たちはエミヤ君の器の広さを実感
You're taking advantage of him. You're the rich girl here.
なるほど、素晴らしい。相変わらずリンが采配には驚嘆するばかりです。
How will you handle this tag team combo? This is beyond evil influence. Saber was already an enemy on Tosaka's side.
じゃあ、そういうことで注文確認します。バナナパフェ、デビルズサンデー、マンゴーラッシュとブレンドでよろしいでしょうか、お客様。
Okiyaku-sama.
いいよ、好きにしろよ。どうせ拒否権ないんだろ。
It's true.
あと
You can't say no in this
マンゴーラッ
situation.
シュよりスポンジオレンジの方がいいぞ。
That would probably suit Tosaka and Saber's tastes better.
では、ご助言に預かりまして、そのように
We will also order this. You should have kept your mouth shut,
エミ
man.
ヤ君のそういうところ、大事にしてね。
What? Like that part with Noelle and Susie? Yeah, that would be funny. Shiro just face plants on the table. So began the least relaxing break imaginable. Right. To be honest, I think I was nothing but nervous the first hour. Even by herself, Tosaka stands out. Her eye-catching vivid red clothes and long silky black hair. The colors alone stand out. But Tosaka herself is a flawless beauty. With Saber by her side, it goes without saying that they make a striking pair. Yeah, it's like they're opposite color schemes or something.
さては緊張解けた？
まあ、これだけ好き放題連れ回されれば、そりゃな。
Damn it, I really hate to admit it, but Tosaka's suggestion to take a break was detestably correct.
オッケー。じゃあ、ここからはもうちょいグレード上げていいってことね。
What does that mean? The strongest enemy smirks. Honestly, I can't even understand myself. I can fight back to back with her as a master, but right now, even the gestures that I've gotten used to seeing makes my heart skip a beat. It must be because I rashly got too close to her, so it's hard to interact with her normally now.
あ、そうだ。せっかくの機会だし、次はあれってみよっと。そういえば、アクセサリーに興味ある？装飾品ですか。収集家ではありませんが、見ていてつまらないということはありませんが。なら、次はそっち方面のお店に行きましょう。私、セイバーにいろいろかけさせてみたかったのよ。
Saber dress up hour. My nerves don't calm down. Her bright smile alone makes me dazzled. An unknown panic or agitation makes my chest hurt a bit. That was why I thought that we should hurry back home and devise a strategy instead of going on a date. But, what kind of magecraft was cast to make it turn out this way? You're gonna have a wonderful day whether you like it or not.
久しぶりにいいもの見せてもらったわ。ほんと。そうでしょうか。私は判断しかねます。どうも先ほどの資料はあまりイメージではありません。それがいいんじゃない。まさかメガネ一つであんなにお坊ちゃん風になるとは思わなかったな。シロ、あのメガネ買えばよかったのに。
Does he even need glasses? Tosaka must have loved it as she's still laughing. It all happened about 10 minutes ago. I don't know what Tosaka was thinking, but she took us to the glasses shop and played around by putting fake glasses on Saber. I became a victim of circumstance as well. One of the glasses she put on me became a hit for her. It was a pair of fake glasses with a thick frame and a formal design.
たく、余計なお世話だ。いいか、金輪際メガネなんて
I already have a baby face.
ただでさえ動画
At least he admits it.
これ以上ガキに見られてたまるか。
ああ、そっか。自覚あったんだ。けど心配いらないんじゃない？
今のままなんて問題ある。顔は仕方ないけど、もう少しぐらい背が高くならないと困る。
あら、エミヤ君の身長平均だと思うけど。
平均なもんか。それに背が高いと踏ん張りが効くだろ。せめて一斉ぐらいは背丈がないとダメだ。
だから心配ないってば。 まだまだ大きくなるもの、あなた。
You seem very sure about that.
それは嬉しいけど、登坂、その根拠は何だよ。
だって骨格はしっかりしてるんだから。
Photosynthesis? He's not a fucking plant.
光合成してれば白も大きくなれるかなとか。
As far as I know.
どこの葉っぱの話だよ。
Photosynthesis.
人をそこいらの花と一緒にすんな。
ああ、エミヤくん、もしかして怒っちゃった？
別に話半分に聞いとくよ。まあ登坂のお墨付きなら割と期待して良さそうだし。
ええ、背のことは保証できないけど、きっととびっきりのいい男になるわ。それだけは私の保証付きよ、シロ。
Oddly complimentary. Why would you say things that make my face boil? Because it's
照
fun.
れてる照れてる。エミヤくん、すぐ顔に出るから好きよ。
She's playing around with me. She's definitely playing around with me.
この小悪。同学年の男と
Yes.
戦って楽しいのか。
This is always a fun thing to do.
もちろん、人によるけど、シロの反応は極上だしね。
Dear God, please give her divine punishment. Not for my sake, but for the sake of all the guys at my school.
と、シロで遊ぶのはこの辺にして、本命に行きましょうか。お昼ご飯前にこうガッキーンって
That's oddly
ストレス解消
forward of
していか
you.
ない？
Osaka puts her fists together and swings them.
ガッキーンってそれまさか。
It's obvious from her gesture. Well, but is it possible for a girl to suggest it as part of the date course?
何ってバッティングに決まってるじゃないシロ。もしかして知らない？
Tosaka, the former school idol, asked me if I'm serious.
そんなわけあるか。
Yeah, that's definitely what you thought she was doing with her hands, right? Saying that, I imagine Tosaka standing in the batter's box. This is really cute. I don't understand what the problem is. Crap, it does look strange, but why does she look so reliable?
何よ。
She could be a real
それなら
baseball
水族館
star.
でも行く？確かペンギン軍団 VS 北海の巨大アザラシ炎の冷凍3番勝負がやってたはずだけど、店の
What?
話しちゃ三流よ。
I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can make the animals fight at your aquarium. Well, I think it's a second-rate attraction, but I don't know about going to an aquarium when it's such a nice day outside.
リン、そのバッティングとは何なの？
Oh yeah, we should get Saber to play baseball.
ああ、そうね。セイバーの得意分野よ。時に特訓の一つに挙げられる総合的な身体運動とも言えるわ。
Whoa. Tosaka's putting it in a ridiculous way.
それは聞き捨てなりません。
But Saber loves it. She loves to do exercise and sword training.
セイバーなら店の景品を根こそぎ獲得できるってもんよ。
Tosaka raises Saber's expectations irresponsibly and starts walking again. I watch her back and start running, having no other choice. There's no point to arguing against Tosaka's energy. I can't stop her, and it doesn't feel too bad being dragged around like this. Bottom confirmed. So that's what it means. My nerves calm down since I'm having fun. I was taken around so much that I didn't have time to rest, and the nervousness went away. Tosaka urges me to go to the next place, and I respond reluctantly, while Saber watches over us quietly. That was really fun. The town I only used to walk by. I didn't know that all the things that I didn't involve myself in were so meaningful. As soon as I think so, something like a cage falls on me and it makes sense. You don't deserve this. You're unworthy of this. Somewhere deep down, I tell myself. The lad has depression. I'm tired. I never expected that I would be at bat 5 times for 30 pitches each for a total of 150 swings. It's all because...
なんでしょうか、シロ。そのような目で見られると困ります。
It's because she's a sore loser.
お産だったわ。ま そこまでセイバーが勝負にこだわるなんて思わなかった。
Tosaka sighs next to me. She also
あら、私は1ゲームだけよ。そんなにバット握ってたら
she's got a whole skincare routine to worry about. Typical of any rich girl. Said something like that, but ended up playing another game with Saber. Then complained afterwards about how her shoulders were tired and her hands hurt.
何言ってんだ。遠坂は2回だけやって奥でハンドル握ってたじゃないか。俺なんて5回だぞ、5回。しかも最高速度。ああ、手を抜くとセイバーが怒るし、差をつけるとすねるんだな。地獄のような1時間だった。
すねてなどいません。
It's filled with spirit.
燃やしていただけではないですか。そもそも道場での打ち合いに比べれば遊びのようなもの。そこまで疲労する方が悪いのです。納得。セイバー遊びに負けると怒るタイプだ。
She's salty. No John, Saber. Come on. Show some of that royal poise. I sigh and wobble forward. Here's what I found out today. First, don't bet with Saber. Second, a rule where the one who achieves 10 more hits than their opponent wins becomes an eternal hell if the abilities of those playing are equal. Third, Saber is weaker than us if she limits her magical energy. Or rather, is Tosaka the abnormal one for hitting 120 kilometers per hour balls like it's nothing? It's natural since Saber is the smallest out of all of us, so it goes without saying that Tosaka is strong for a girl.
失礼ね。バッティングはイコール腕力じゃないわ。スイングスピードと命中角度さえ合ってれば
It's all about in the wrist.
そりゃ1級や2級はな。問題はその後。普通は腕の筋肉が引きつるって。お前、寝る前に。
What's wrong with a little exercise? It's healthy. For boys and for girls. I say sarcastically as if to get back at her. However,
してるわよ。何よ、悪い
nice. Nice, he said in English. Nice. Sometimes she makes these counterattacks, so I wasn't able to make a comeback at all.
ともかく昼にしよう。もう2時過ぎだろ。いい加減何か食べないとめまいがしてきた。
A family restaurant along the bridge should be the most convenient around here. There's a lot on the menu, so Saber shouldn't have any complaints either.
遠坂もそれでいいよな。別に目当ての店があるってわけじゃないだろ。
I call to Tosaka.
あるわよ。目当ての店ってわけじゃないけど、予定はちゃんと組んであるんだから。
なんだ、そうだったんだ。で、それってどこだよ。
ここ。
は？ここってどこさ。
Remember, she prepared lunch. She said so.
ここ。天気もいいし、公園でお昼にするの。
I look around. I don't see any food place or even a hot dog stand.
遠坂、まさか出前でも取るつもりか。
あんたね、その朝からずっと持ってる
DoorDash
私のト
for
ートバッグは
Tosaka.
何だと思ってるのよ。
Oh, come to think of it, she did give me this bag to carry this morning.
そこはかとなくマスタードの匂い。
Stop.
つまりこれは。
お弁当に決まってるでしょ。それぐらい用意したって言わなかったかしらね、私。
She glares at me in objection. Come to think of it, she did say something like that.
驚いた。まさかそこまで手が込んでるとは思わなかった。
You underestimate her abilities.
そんなの当然でしょ。私から誘ったんだから、それなりの準備はしてるわよ。
ああ、これで謎も解けた。遠坂、このために食パンを使ったんだな。いや、てっきり夜中に腹が減ったんで、もしゃもしゃ食っちゃったのかと思ってた。
Thought you just ate a whole ass loaf of bread.
っぽいけど、遠坂ならありかなって。
I see, I see. I nod twice, thinking that I got a huge load off my chest. You shouldn't have said that, man. When I look up, Tosaka was making a scary face.
エミヤくん、
なんだろう、遠坂。
おしゃべりはそれぐらいにして、お昼ご飯の準備をしてくれない？道具一式トートバッグの中に全部入ってるから。それと、あ あんまりもたもたしてると殺すわよ。
はい、努力します。
I secure our spot on the grass. Man, that was scary. It's bad for my heart for her to say a joke that doesn't sound like a joke with that big smile. This is cute. She looks so cute. And lunch starts 2 hours late, but
あれどうしたのシロ？唐突にぼーっとしちゃって。
girl, pretty.
ああ、もしかして辛いの苦手だった？
Right next to me, Tosaka, who's sitting in a position close enough to touch her if I reach out, says.
あ、いや、大丈夫。
Bit of an awkward place to put the says.
うまいぞ、これ。
I would have put it earlier in the sentence, like Tosaka says, while she's close enough for me to touch her. Something like that. It's a bit awkward to put the says, like, at the end of that long-ass sentence. I say my honest opinion and take another bite.
そうよかった。サンドイッチをまずく作るのって一種の才能でしょ？もしかしてそういういらないもんまで持っちゃったかと思ったわ。
Tosaka laughs delightfully. If I looked like I was spacing out, it was probably because she was dazzling. The Dazzler. We eat lunch on the grass under the clear blue sky. Even that by itself is peaceful enough, but having Tosaka there is more than I can handle, and my nerves from this morning return.
おう、口元にトマトが残ってる。取ってあげよっか。
何言い出すんだよ、お前。それぐらい自分で取る。
Jesus, man, take it easy. I wipe my mouth with my sleeve. Shoot. I got an unlucky red stain on my clothes now.
なっちゃ、ちょい悪ふざけが過ぎたか。ごめんね。シロがあまりにも予想通りの反応するから。
She's got him
つい面
trained.
白くって。
I don't know if she's apologizing or suppressing her laughter, but she hands me a napkin while she holds her stomach.
いいよ。どうせ今日は一日中こんなもんなんだ。気にしない。
I accept the napkin and wipe my sleeve. The red stain doesn't come off. Tosaka must have used an original sauce. The stain is quite stubborn and doesn't easily come off.
けど今に見てろよ。今日の教訓を生かして。
Yeah, right.
ちょっとやそっとじゃどうしなくなってやる。いいか、いつまでも思い通りになると思うなよ。
へえ。じゃあ明日からは手加減なしでできるわけね。よかった。いい加減猫をかぶるのにも飽きてたところだったんだ。
I will go powerful mode. The red devil replies calmly.
いや、今の取り消し。もうちょっと時間がかかるから、しばらく今のレベルで抑えてくれると助かる。
そう？シローがそう言うならいいけど、レベルアップしたくなったら教えてね。遠慮なく叩きのめしてあげるから。
I misread that as knock you up, and I almost got a hot flash.
くそ。いつか帰り討ちにしてやる。
No, you won't. I'm not bitter that I lost, but I complain like I am. You'll never defeat Rin, Shiro. She's too strong for you. It's somehow really vexing, so I take it out on the sandwich in front of me. I eat up the sandwiches. I was hungry, and it's Tosaka's handmade meal, so I'm going to eat it all by myself. Well, Saber already consumed a third of the sandwiches. So Saber and I eat the sandwiches. Tosaka must be full as she watches us.
体の調子良さそうじゃない。これなら午後は遠慮なく引っ張り回しても良さそうね。
She makes an evil smile again. That's more like she's looking forward to seeing me worn out from being dragged around than the actual activities itself.
甘く見るな。この程度引っ張り回されたぐらいで値を上げるもんか。
If you say
な
so.
らいざ知らず、今日はずっと調子がいいんだから。
そうなんだ。ならもう大丈夫かな。
Yummy. She eats sandwich. Tosaka sighs with relief and reaches for a sandwich. It's as if the weight is off her shoulders. The moment I tilt my head, wondering why she would say that. Everything fits together. Come to think of it, it was really unnatural. The reason Tosaka came to my place, Archer knew what was wrong with my body. He must have heard that I projected his swords and knew there was something wrong with my body. That's fine. But Archer, who wasn't there at the time, knew about the projection because Tosaka told him. Then, just like Tosaka told Archer about our battle with Castor, didn't Archer tell Tosaka about the penalty on my body?
遠坂、
何？
You're giving me a day off because you like me and are being nice and care about me?
お前、なんだって昨日うちに来たんだ。しかも泊まっていくなんておかしいぞ。昨日は藤姉にかき回されて気がつかなかったけど。
A brief moment, but I hear Tosaka gasp.
なんでって、別に理由はないけど、昨日のはただの気まぐれよ。たまにはああいうのもいいかなって。
そうか。確かに昨日は賑やかで楽しかった。
でしょ？
でしょ？
何もなかったけど、ありがとう。
Wow. She turned red in an instant.
何勘違いしてんのよ。
It's not like I like you or anything, Baka.
ああ、協力者が減るのはマイナスだもんな。だから様子を見に来たんだろ。
そうよ。
He gave her an
分
out.
かってるじゃない。
ああ、けど、たとえそうでも感謝してる。遠坂が何企んでいたかは知らないけど、気を使ってくれたことだけは絶対なんだからな。
She groans in dissatisfaction with her face still red. That gesture is so cute it makes me smile.
なるほど。そっか。
I guess I get it. It might be a different kind, but making the person you like embarrassed makes me really happy. See? It's a two-way street. It's always fun to embarrass cute people. The weather changes once we finish lunch. The sky that was clear is now clouded, and it looks like it could rain at any moment.
仕方ないか。傘もないし。今日はもう帰りましょう。
The day is cut short. There's no objection. Tosaka started this to begin with, so it's her duty to call it a day as well. We get off the bus. It's about to start raining right as we reach the usual intersection.
今日は楽しかった？
Just as we go off the bus and we're about to head to the hill, Tosaka suddenly asks me that. I don't even need to answer. There's no doubt it was fun. It's like an extraordinary feat of strength, as if I was thrown into a washing machine and spun around. We should be doing this to Shiro more often. Put Shiro in the washing machine. I feel like my nervousness and confusion were washed away along with the stains. But that is...
どうなの？楽しかった？
Then put him in the dryer.
ああ、参った。こんな
He'll
に
bounce
遊んだのは
around in there like a
久しぶり
brick.
だ。よくもあそこまで振り回してくれたな。
The more fun it is, the more uncomfortable I get, feeling like I'm unworthy of such a thing.
そう。シローが何を考えているか知らないけど、楽しいなら素直に楽しいって言いなさいよ。ここまでエスコートした私に失礼じゃない。
いや、そんなつもりじゃなくてた
な。あるわよ。あんた、無意識にブレーキかけちゃってるもの。
Aw,
前に何があったか知らない。
you've upset her.
そんなに辛いことだったら。
You said the wrong thing again. Shiro's the he of foot and mouth. My breath stops. It's like she stuck a knife deep into my affected area with unexpected agility.
遠坂。それは。
さあ、私のしたことじゃないわ。 まあ当初の目的は果たしたし、あとはそっちの問題か。
Tosaka heads towards the hill with her hair flowing in the wind. Not in the direction lined with Western-style houses, but the slope where the Japanese-style houses are. I stand there in a daze. Good night, Gotetsu.
家に帰らないのですか？じき雨が降ってきますが。
ああ、そうだな。行こう。
Being urged by Saber, I run towards the hill. Is that good? As soon as I return home, I'm overwhelmed by a strong sense of discomfort. Nothing is missing, yet I feel a sense of loss, like nothing is right. Both their faces stiffen, so does mine. The identity of this feeling. It's the same, yet the building is stripped of something important. The thing missing from the house is...
結界がなくなってる。
Oh, that's concerning. The bounded field that my old man set up, the bounded field that notifies us if something hostile intrudes, has been forcefully cut off.
誰かが留守中に押し入ったみたいね。出かけてたのは幸いか。シロ、タイガは？
After being astonished, I start running. There's no time to think.
待ちなさい。中にまだ敵がいるかもしれないじゃない。
We gotta check on Taiga, though. I hear a sound. I feel stagnation in the air once I open the door. The aftermath of someone intruding. The air is heavy, like silk, with a small amount of impurity in place of the bounded field. I run with my shoes still on. I have no time to take them off, or even think to do so. I enter the living room. The light isn't on. Under the gray sky in the dark living room. Oh, hi, Caster. Boy, huh? Whoa, kind of Yuri-ful. That's kind of hot. There was an unconscious Fujine and Caster, the enemy. She's gonna have her way with her. I hear Saber's voice behind me. The two rush over and stop, seeing Caster. It must be because Fujine is being held hostage. If Saber and Tosaka were to attack, Caster would cast a spell. I mean, yeah, it's in the name. It would be faster than any of us. Even if Saber were to charge forward, or Tosaka were to cast a spell, Caster's fingertip would light up first. That position, if that happens, Blank's head will definitely splatter like a tomato. You can't say Taiga? What? My mind freezes. I'm furious. My blood is boiling with anger so much that my vision is about to turn red. Yet my mind is awfully objective. I didn't know that you could become calm once your anger surpasses a certain limit. Your bounded field sucks. She snickers. I accept even that, as if it's happening to someone else. Their voices are enough to create sparks between them. Tosaka keeps glaring at Caster without doing anything. If she moves, Taiga will die. If she were to move, then I'll... What? I'll blink Tosaka before Caster? I don't understand what's up with these blinks. The incident at the temple. Caster told Archer and I to be her subordinates. Tosaka's angry. That's unexpected. Archer must have actually reported to Tosaka.
それも相手によるのよ、お嬢さん。
Castor is looking only at me.
あなたは面白いわ、坊や。聖杯戦争は今回で5回目。そのいずれもあなたのようなケースはなかったでしょう。殺してしまうのは簡単。けれどせっかくの貴重なサンプルだもの。できれば殺さずに手に入れたい。分かって。こんな無粋な真似をするのもあなたを生きたまま仲間にしたいから
I
な
don't
の
think this is
よ。
gonna work for you, lady. That means if I refuse, she will kill.
私は主の命に背く
He's really mad about it. He's very
そこ
upset,
ま
it
であなたを
seems.
評価しているのだから、こちらの熱意も信用できるのではなくて。
何勝手なこと言ってんのよ。マスターに黙って好き勝手やってるやつが。
あら嫉妬。でも残念。悪いけどあなたに興味はないの。魔術師としては優秀みたいだけど、私には到底及ばないわ。
Okay, I don't know what that means, but sure.
私が欲しいのは完成した万能ではなく、不完全な得意能力だけ。その点そこの坊やは理想的よ。魔術師として未熟なもの、御するのはたやすいですし。
A charming, derisive laughter. Castor presses for my answer while digging her fingers into the back of Taiga's neck.
困った子ね。悩むことなどないでしょう。聖杯を手に入れるのは私以外にない。この町はとっくに私のものだもの。いくらあなたのセイバー
I don't think that's true. You can still be stabbed to death.
無尽蔵の魔力を持つ
You can
私
cast all
を
the spells you like if
倒す
I'm
ことはできる。
poking you with a sword until you die. Oops, that was weird. Saber's presence moves. She's ready for war. She would immediately charge at Castor if she sees an opening.
だから無駄なのよ、セイバー。いいこと？ここでこうしている私でさえ影に過ぎない。
It's just a hologram.
私の力の供給源は町に住むすべての人間。1000人単位でマスターを持っているようなものよ。
I don't know. I felt like she died pretty
それが
fast
どう
in
いう
that
ことか分か
situation,
って？
Kendricks.
貴様、まさか。
そう。魔力のない人間でも魂そのものは別でしょ。私たちはもともとソウルイーターだもの。マスターから命という魔力を奪えば、いくらでも魔力は引き出せる。あなたのその怪物じみた宝具も、今の私なら何度だって扱えるわ。
An almost inexhaustible source of supply. Magical energy sucked out from the people in the city. She's saying she will win because she has that? Is she boasting that she's invincible because she uses innocent people like... It's the same as that time. She's still laughing while sacrificing others? The firing hammer rises. Heat returns to my mind that was frozen from being too objective.
さあ、答えを聞かせて、エミやシロ。あなたに勝ち目はないわ。セイバーと共に私に従ってくれるかしら。
ウジネーを話せ。
話を聞いてなかったのかしら。私に下りなさいと言ったのよ。
I don't think this is gonna be a situation where you come out on top,
う
Castor.
るさい。ウジネーを話せ。
There is nothing else. I don't have a single thing to hand her. A grinding sound. After Castor grits her teeth in irritation, she sighs as if to calm herself down.
わかったわ。交渉は決裂というわけね。
Negotiations have failed.
聖杯を手に入れられるマスターは一人だけだもの。他のマスターと手を組む気はないということ。
違う。聖杯とかそういうのは関係ない。俺はお前とは組まないだけだ。
そう。嫌われたものね、私も。
There is no contempt in her quiet voice. In return, it is only filled with anger.
本当に残念。あなたを気に入っていたという
I don't think
気持
that's
ちに
true. We barely
嘘は
know
な
each
かっ
other.
ただけにね。もしあなたが私に協力してくれたなら、
I don't think that's true either. I think that's definitely seems like bullshit to me.
それこそ余計なお世話だ。俺はお前みたいなやつを止めるために戦うって決めたんだ。聖杯なんて関係ない。そんなことより藤根を話せ。
I glare at Caster. Receiving my stare filled with enmity, Caster... She laughs as if it's funny for some reason.
お前。
ああ、気に障った。けどあなたも悪いのよ。心にもないことを口にするから。
I never said anything I don't mean.
聖杯なんて関係ない本当にそうなのかしらね。あなたは聖杯の犠牲者ですもの。聖杯なんて関係ない。そう言葉にする時点で、あなたは聖杯を憎んでいるのではなくて。
But maybe not exactly. For a moment, my heart froze.
白
I'm frozen and can't understand anything. Not even Tosaka's eyes that look at me with worry, nor Saber's face that's lowered in pain. Not even the extremely unpleasant nausea that rises up to my throat.
知ってるわよ、エミヤシロ。前回の戦いは10年前。
Oh, she knows your tragic backstory, Shiro. Look out.
その時にあなたは全てを失った。炎の中に一人取り残され、死を待つだけだったあなたは、エミやキリツグに拾われた。だから本当はこの家の子供じゃないのよ、あなたは。にもかかわらず、なりたくもない魔術師にさせられて、今まで苦しんできたんでしょ。
嘘。エミヤ君、今の話。
そう。あなたにとって聖杯は憎むべき敵だった。そんなあなたがこの戦いに参加するなんて皮肉な話ね。あなたの気持ちはわかるわ。誰だって不当に自身の幸福を奪われては恨まずにはいられない。ええ、私が気に入ったのはそういうエミやシローの過去よ。あなたには復讐の資格がある。聖杯を手に入れて10年前の清算をする権利がある。だからあなたを仲間にしてあげてもいいと思った。
Is that reasonable?
さあ、考え直しなさい、坊や。
Boya?
私だって戦いを望んではいない。だって殺し合いなんて馬鹿らしいでしょ。聖杯に無限の富があるのなら、いくら分けてもそこは尽きないはず。なら信用に足る者たちなら聖杯を共有してもいいのではなくて。
There are no lies in those words. Caster must genuinely think so.
復讐なさい、エミやシロ。聖杯は私の手にあるも同然。あなたの願いを叶えてあげることぐらい造作もないわ。
よまいごとだ、キャスター。サーバントが最後の一人になるまで聖杯は現れない。そのような名言で
Yeah, I know
私
the
のマスターを侮辱する
rules.
な。
いいえ、戦わなくとも聖杯が手に入る方法はあるのよ、セイバー。他のサーバントには無理でも。
This feels like
キャスターである私には
this feels like bullshit.
聖杯
You're
の
gonna get
からくりは
punished
読み
for
取れ
it.
る。
Like, I can break the rules, and then something fucks you up later because you broke the
そうね。
rules.
膨大な
I know how
マル
this
チ力を
goes.
誇るあなたが手を貸してくれるなら、今からでも聖杯を呼び出すことは可能でしょう。
That creates a crack in Saber's spirit, because Saber herself can feel that there are no lies in Caster's words.
さあ、これが最後よ、坊や。無益な戦いは避けたいのでしょう。なら私に従いなさい。セイバーを私に渡し、あなたが私に協力するというのなら、聖杯はあなたたちに預けるわ。
The final negotiation. Saber is perplexed. Battle should be avoided if they can be avoided, so it would be impeccable if it were possible to obtain the Holy Grail that way. Besides, the enemy has Taiga's life in her hand. There's only one answer. Even Tosaka is biting her lip as if she has given up. Definitely refuse. I don't trust this lady.
断る。お前の話には乗らない。
I say to the mage without looking away. 3 people gasp. Nobody here expected me to choose that option.
あなた正気？自分がどんな立場にいるか分かっていて。
ああ
You always have to do the stupidest answer in the moment. That's how you win as Shiro.
正しいことを言ってると思う。
If we can avoid battles, we should avoid them. And if the Holy Grail can be shared, we should share it. But
けど、人を無差別に襲っている魔女には協力しない。お前の言い分は正しいけど、その手段は間違ってる。それにもう一つ、俺は無理やり魔術師になったんじゃない。自分から進んで親父の後を継いだんだ。それをお前にとやかく言われる筋合いはない。
そう。ならあなたはいらないわ。ここで消えてしまいなさい。
Castor's voice is filled with murderous intent.
貴様
At the same time, Saber braces herself. Seeing that,
動くな、セイバー。
I stop her with all my might.
頼む。動かないでくれ、セイバー。遠坂の
Yeah, we don't want her to blow off Taiga's head.
動くわけにはいかない。
She'll be killed if any one of us moves. In this house, I would lose the person who has been like my older sister and stayed with me until now in this very living room.
シロですがバカならどうして断ったりしたのよ。
Still, they both stopped. I take one step towards Castor, trying to hide them. Good night, Kendrick.
あら、
Anna.
全くの考えなしかと思ったけど、自分の立場ぐらいは理解していたようね。
A smile returns to Castor's face. That arm. Her left arm that was carrying Fujine points slowly towards me.
卑怯者無抵抗のシロを殺すつもり。
まさか命まで取りはしませんよ。坊やにはマスターで亡くなっ
Give me
て
the
もらう
command
だけ。
spell.
私の仲間にはならないけれど、この娘は救いたい。そういうのならそれぐらいの覚悟はあったのでしょ。
Saber's breath stops. I apologize to Saber in my head and take one step closer to Castor.
わかった。けど、どうやって令状を渡せばいい？人に渡す方法なんて俺は知らない。
シロダメだ、そんなことをしても。
そうね。邪魔が入らなければ移植はできるのだけど、ここでは望めそうにない。落ち着ける場所に移動しないと。
She's just gonna take your whole ass arm.
だから皮ごと剥ぎ取りなさい。ここで。
The Black Witch says with a smile.
ここまでです。シロタイガのことは諦めてください。これ以上キャスター
I don't know about that. I don't think Shiro is capable of giving up on Taiga.
私も同意見よ。だいたいあいつが人質を解放する玉かっていうの。一度言いなりになったら最後まで利用されるだけよ。
Both are right. That's why, for now, I can only apologize to them in my head.
持っていけ。これでいいんだ。
I raise my left arm. Castor should be able to take away my command spell along with my flesh with just one word.
シロダメだ。なんだってのよあんたは。そこまでして他人を助ける必要はないでしょ。
ある。この程度で藤姉が助かるなら、そんなの考えるものない。
I show my left arm to Castor.
いいわ。こちらに来なさい、エミやシロ。何を企んでいるかは知らないけど、どんな奇襲より私の指の方が早いのだから。
Castor does not seem to trust me, and she carefully puts distance between us. I walk closer. Castor's right in front of me. I'm far from the other two. I walked to a position where I couldn't escape from and offered my left arm. The Black Witch watches me in astonishment.
わ。大した善人ね、坊や。いいわ。あなたの誠意に免じて、この女は返してあげる。
Her robe flutters. While keeping her grip on Fujine's neck with her left arm, Caster takes out a dagger with her remaining right hand. Oh, it's the big evil knife. I remember that one. I remember the big knife. She swings her dagger. It goes not for my arm, but down towards my chest as if to take my heart. She explodes. Saber steps in with speed that I could only imagine. That speed must have been faster than Caster had expected, as she is unable to react to her dagger being repelled. Caster retreats and Saber goes after her. She must have realized that she can't get away. Smiling happily, Caster puts strength into her right arm and... I pray from the bottom of my heart and extend my raised left arm. Oh, that's your last one! Saber stops. Her movements are stopped by the absolute obedience enforced by the command spell. There. Womp womp. With a thud, the dagger is stabbed as easily as making footsteps in snow. Fell for it again, award. An illusion as though time has stopped. Saber looks down at her own chest, dumbfounded.
そう。これが私の宝具よ、セイバー。何の殺傷能力もない。儀礼用の鍵に過ぎない。けれど、これはね、あらゆる契約を覆す裏切りの刃。あなたもこれで私と同じ。主を裏切り、その剣を私に預けなさい。
I think we fucked up. A red light shines through. Ominous magical energy flows out. It goes through Saber's whole body and destroys every rule that disciplined her. It completely cuts my connection with Saber. Saber crumbles to the floor. A bruise-like seal appears on her forehead. 3 seals appear on Caster, who is standing beside her. The command spell that binds servants. The proof of being Saber's master that used to be on me is now on her arm.
驚いたかしら？これが私の宝具、ルールブレイカー。
Rule breaker.
この世界にかけられたあらゆる魔術を無効化する裏切り。
That seems really strong, actually. Saber is panting on the floor, as if she is fighting against the poison that entered her body. I guess that makes sense, though. She's the ultimate in witchcraft.
ええ、使い場にしたのよ、お嬢さん。これで計画通り。
Keikakudori.
エミヤ
She said it.
はマスターではなくなり、セイバーは私のものになった。この娘さえ手中に収めてしまえば、恐れるものは何もない。そうよ。あのバーサーカーが私を襲おうと関係ない。今度は私から攻め入ってあげましょう。
Yeah, now you control 2 guys. Caster laughs loudly and holds the collapsed Fujine in her arms.
ほら、返してあげるわ、おバカさん。大事な人なんでしょ。なら死んでしまわないように、最後まで頑張らないとダメ。
Yeah, she's collecting them like Pokemon, exactly. I mean, that's not a bad plan. Why kill servants when you can make them your servants? Fujine's body floats. As if being pulled by an invisible arm, Fujine's body levitates. I catch her at once. There is no reply, but her body is warm. Fujine is unconscious, but she's breathing and doesn't have a single wound. I sigh with relief.
満足したかしら。約束だものね。その娘は助けてあげる。それに、そうね、あなたも見逃してあげましょう。先ほどの見せ物、頭にくるぐらい
He
素
made
敵
me mad.
けれど、
そうまあそういう流れになるわよね普通。
ええ、戯れはここまでよお嬢さん。さあセイバー、アーチャーのマスターを仕留めなさい。邪魔をするようならあなたのマスターだった子も殺していいわ。
ふざけるな。誰が貴様などに。
Saber glares at Caster, still on her knees.
いいえ、従うのよセイバー。あなたはもう私のもの。
I mean, but what if you just use them all up because she won't do what you say
身
ever?
も心も私には逆らえない。
Saber's voice is filled with pain. But on the other hand, Saber's body slowly gets up against her will. Saber's body moves. She charges toward Tosaka at the same speed as before, and she thrusts her sword. I feel a dull pain in my shoulder. I feel the steel stabbing into my shoulder. Saber's sword that should be invisible emerges faintly with my blood.
バカなんで。
Ah, he can take it. I hear Tosaka's voice from right behind me. But even if she says that, there's nothing I can do. My body just moved on its own, and above all, I didn't want to see Saber attack Tosaka. I didn't want to see it, so I just went in between them. My body jumps. Saber's sword doesn't stop its force. It rips my flesh and scrapes my collarbone. The blade will eventually tear the blood vessels in my neck, and I will die. That's not good. I'm still carrying Fujine, and Tosaka is behind me.
残念。もったいないわね。その子には興味があったのだけれど。
Far away, Caster is saying something.
霊樹に従いなさいセイバー。そのままもろとも切り落とせば二人減るわ。
A ruthless order. Making sounds as if resisting it, Saber's arm shakes while stopping.
バカな。セイバーの大魔力は霊樹の縛りにさえ抗うというの。
Caster is astonished. Still looking down, Saber desperately bites her lips and pulls back her sword.
ゲテ。
A squeezed out whisper. Something drips, crying from her downcast face.
逃げて。シロ。
Saber pleads with such earnesty that she might cough up blood.
シロ来なさい。
待て、トサカ。
Tosaka pulls my hand and I start running. The wound on my shoulder is so hot that I can't think properly. Still, I have Fujine in my arms, so I accept that running is my only option. No, I have no choice but to accept it. What a contradiction. She threw away her pride as a swordsman and told me to run. Accepting that wish would be the greatest consolation for her right now. But on the other hand, abandoning her tears and running away itself means losing her. I don't think you can do much about that. You don't have the command spells anymore, pal. I'm out of breath. I don't know where I ran, but when I realize it, I see a familiar Western-style mansion towering in front of me.
シロこっち。意識はある？まだ歩ける？
I run, being pulled by someone. My body is strangely light. Must have gotten lighter after losing my insides. Or did I lose my senses? The only weight I feel is Fujine's body that I'm holding with one arm. I can't see well. I'm not sure where I'm walking or what I'm doing.
藤村先生はそこに寝かせて。ちょっと聞いてるのシロ。いいからここなら安全だから手を離しなさいっての。
Someone takes away the person I'm holding. The important weight disappears. My body becomes heavy in return. My body that was once light turns into iron, and I collapse, unable to even stand.
はーちゃん急いで手当てをするから
Womp
私の部屋
womp.
に。
I hear someone's voice. My body is heavy and hot. I imagine turning red. Does it get this hot when you put steel and fire to make a sword? Would you even now? It's just swords with you. Think about something else. The heat gradually cools down as I pass time uselessly. Even now, when his head is like hanging off his shoulders, he's thinking about them swords. A room I don't know. I look up at the ceiling with a boiling head. That's all I can do. Seems like I'm lying on a bed.
私じゃ治せない。この傷じゃこれ以上は戦えないでしょうけど。もうマスターじゃないんだから。
No, that's fine. He's still got that thing in him, I think. A voice that has regained its calm, unlike earlier. The person who brought me here and treated my wound.
ここまでね。シロはもう戦わなくていいわ。
Said those words. I try to say something and my vision turns black. My eyelids fall. Anesthesia puts my body to sleep. I feel someone leaving and hear the sound of a door closing. My consciousness cuts out there. Interlude. The sun sets. The sun that wasn't even visible sets, and the sky that was already gloomy gets even darker. Yeah, it might be over for us. Saber's really strong is the thing. That was Archer's only response. His master, Rin Tosaka, stated the truth simply, but his brevity surpasses hers.
それだけ？これでキャスターの下にいるサーバントは2人よ。何か他に感想はないの？
Mama always said life is like a box of swords.
ああ、これといった打開策は思いつかないな。だが、奴の方部が判明しただけでも良しとするべきだ。サーバントとマスターの契約を断つか。事前にそれを知っておけば、うまくことを運べるだろう。
それはそうだけど、ずいぶん無関心なのね、ハーチャー。あなた、セイバーに肩入れしてたんじゃないの？
そんな素振りを見せたつもりはないが、何をもってそう思う？いいよ。
そうね。女の勘。
Woman's intuition.
却下だ。女というと君は。まず色香が。
He's always insulting her. He's always saying such mean things to Rin.
優雅さも不足だ。おまけに。
Your cuteness is hard to understand. I think you're cute, but I don't know why, and that's fucked up. She smiles happily. It's not Archer if he's not like this. An unemotional Archer is not a partner Rin trusts. Her partner always has to be composed and speak sarcastically to anyone, regardless of who it is. Rin realizes that this is the knight's kindness. Speaking sarcastically is like him indirectly telling others to fix parts of themselves. Sounds like bullshit, but okay. What if he's just a dick?
いくらセイバーが強いって言っても、守り上手なあなたが一撃で倒されるとは思えないのよね。
あれは不意打ちだったからな。君と同じ。予想外の展開には弱いんだ。
余計なお世話よ。で、確証その2。ライダーの一件の後、セイバーを挑発してたでしょ。あれってどう考えてもあんたらしくないのよね。それで少し見方を変えてみたら分かっちゃった。あなた、あの時セイバーを叱ってたんでしょ。正解？やっぱりね。 そうじゃないかと思ってたんだ。前世からの因縁にしろ何にせよ、あんたがあそこまで冷たい態度を取るなんて珍しいもの。
そうかな。私は誰に対してもああいった対応をしていると思うのだが。
そう思うは本人ばかりってね。思うんだけど、あなたって自分に関することだけは不器用なのよ。周りに対してはすごく器用だからつい騙されちゃうんだけど。
Archer frowns as if reflecting on himself. It seems like he's aware of it. The Red Knight goes silent with a troublesome expression, and his master looks at that with pleasure. Then, suddenly,
で、そろそろ思い出した？自分がどこの英雄か。セイバーと関係があるならセイバーに近い時代の英雄なんでしょ？
she asks as if to test him.
いや、もやがかかる。
I just think he's lying at this point. I think he remembers and just doesn't want to say it.
だが、君の言う通り、あのセイバーには覚えがある。あちらは知らないようだから、あまり深い関係ではなかったようだが。
じゃあ友人とか恋人関係じゃなかったのね。残念。そうだったらセイバーの正体も分かったのに。
She doesn't sound disappointed. A forced line that's not genuine.
まあ、いずれ思い出すさ。それより、リン、連れ込んできた者の様子はどうだ？命に別状はないのか？
うん。なんとか命は取り留めたわ。あいつ、
Uh-oh.
昨日まで怪我を負っても勝手に治ってたくせに、今回の傷は全然治らないのよ。
No more sheath?
契約が切れたら、
I thought he would just keep that.
セイバー
I
から
don't
もらっていた
know.
治癒能力がなくなったんでしょ。
But I guess he didn't really have any crazy healing
けど
before
まあなんとかなるわ。
meeting Saber in the other route
幸
too.
い急所は外れてたし、
It only works when
3日ほど
Saber's
安静に
around.
していれば食事ぐらいはできるようになる。
いや、そっちじゃない。もう一人の方だ。
ああ、藤村先生。あの人なら寝室で寝かせてあるわ。キャスターの眠りの魔術を受けているけど。
How
本
convenient.
人はすっごく元気よ。
What a convenient way to get
処置はしてきたから。
to have this happen without having Taiga interfering in the plot. She'll just sleep for a long time.
だが、キャスターの魔術なら眠り姫になりかねないな。あの女のそれは魔術というより呪いだ。
そうね。どのみち聖杯戦争も長くは続かない。一日でも早くキャスターは倒すし、藤村先生ならひょっこり自力で起きそうだし。
Archer agrees. And after a brief pause in the conversation,
キャスター退治が最優先だな。マスターが一人減ったとはいえ、
I mean, we still got the great golden chud to worry about.
わかってる。
Though obviously they don't know that.
いくらキャスターでもセイバーを完全に支配するには時間がかかるはず。できればセイバーが操られる前にキャスターを倒さないと。
了解だ。では、あの小僧との契約もここまでだな。えではない。エミヤシロはマスターではないのだろう。ならば戦力にはならんし、わざわざ守ってやる必要もない。君が使った2つ目の
Yeah, but it's not like you get it back.
で解約ということだ。
Well, if he's not a master anymore, then why do you still want to kill him so bad?
まさか共に戦ったよしみで面倒を見るなどというのだ。
Just sounds like you're salty.
まさかそこまでお人よしじゃないわ。
なら
けどまだ終わってない。あいつが自分から降りるっていうまで約束は破らない。私は突っぱねるけど、あいつが参ったっていうまでは終わらせちゃいけないんだから。
She declares, even though she is not sure. Besides, how can he rebel against that?
それが私の方針よ。文句ある？あーちゃん。
仕方あるまい。君がそういう人間だということは言いたいほど分かっている。
His reply is sarcastic. She snorts as she orders him.
行くわよあーちゃん。どうしてか知らないけど、キャスターは竜道寺に戻っていない。なら探し出して戻る前に倒しましょう。
There is no need to answer. The knight in red silently nods and follows behind his master. There are still masses of gloomy clouds in the sky. A moonless night. She departs with an archer to aim at her target. Interlude out. It feels like I just got punched. Good night, Pygrave. Enjoy your sleeping for a week. I wake up from the pain in my shoulder. My body is still intact. I can still feel my limbs and hear the sound of my own breathing. My shoulder is wrapped in a bandage, and the bed I'm sleeping in is soft. An unfamiliar room. If I remember correctly, someone said something.
ここまでね。シローはもう戦わなくて。
I get up. I remember everything and jump out of bed. Pain causes my back to arch. I touch my left shoulder. It still burns like fire. Feels much worse than a pulled muscle. Well, I'm lucky that my arm is still attached since it was pierced through with a sword, but honestly, it hurts badly. Not so easy to brush off now that you don't have healing powers. I slowly get out of bed. If I clench my teeth, I can somehow bear this pain. Then the heat from my shoulder reaches my head. I shake that off and move my legs. Yeah, there shouldn't be anyone. I remember Tosaka's words. She said those words and left. So she must have gone out to fight by herself. I head to the door. I must go outside. I need to go outside and find Tosaka. I don't know if you're gonna make it. I'm going to fall. I almost fall, so I support myself using the dressing table. It's useless. I fall to the floor along with the dressing table that I leaned on. That's fine. I collect the scattered accessories and put them back. I see something familiar amongst them. Yeah, it's when she regrew your heart. I've seen this somewhere. Yeah, it was like this back then, too. That night, I got stabbed in the chest by Lancer. I got a fatal wound, and it was healed before I knew it. I think there was something I picked up when I left the hallway with a sluggish body. It's hot. The poison from my shoulder circulates to my brain and makes me lax. I can tell, but I can't gather my thoughts. Things that I had to believe were dreams until now, or were whose servant was fighting Lancer at that time, or who could save me when I was dying and who had the necessity to be there. There's no need to think about those things anymore, yet my head is spinning. Feel dizzy. I'm a mess from the pain, heat, and my own stupidity. Boy, are you. I move my legs. Anyway, I have to look for her now. I have something I want to say, and now I have something I have to tell her. That's all I can think about with this brain that's as mushy as stew. Wow, how'd you make it all the way here? I was in front of the train station before I realized it. My hazy mind moves with only vague images. That she's there. It's ordering me to go there to look for her. I don't know why I'm drawn here. My boiled brain only thought of this building. Then, I can only follow my instincts. I don't have any other way to find Tosaka to start with. Whatever that may be, I can only cling on to something. I go out to the rooftop. The wind that blows high up is cold and cools my heated head down a bit.
あんたなんで
A faint gasp. Tosaka was looking down at the town from the rooftop, just as she had been that night.
帰りなさい。何のつもりか知らないけど目障りよあなた。
She looks at me angrily. Behind me? There is someone silently telling me that it's not my turn.
帰らない。戻るときは遠坂とだ。一緒に戦うって約束しただろう。俺たちは。
I pull my hazy mind together with force and somehow move my mouth.
そんな約束忘れなさい。だいたい今のあなたに何ができるっていうのよ。セイバーを失ったあなたにマスターの相手は務まらない。それにあなたが戦う必要なんてもうないわ。マスターじゃなくなったんだから教会に逃げ込めば安全よ。あとはおとなしく
I
し
would
ていれば
not want to go to the...
聖杯戦争は終わってくれる。
I almost faint hearing those words.
バカ言うな。セイバーをあのままにしておけるか。いいか、一度戦うと言ったんだ。なあ、どんなことになったって最後まで
My vision turns red. I can't talk. Just by yelling, all the muscles in my body cramp up and I feel like I'm going to die.
それ見なさい。今まではセイバーの助けがあったけど、なくなればそうなるのよ。いい、エミヤ君。人間は傷つけば死ぬの。
Humans die if they
あ
get...
なたのその
Perhaps even if they get
本来な
killed.
ら致命傷なんだから。
Damn it. I know that already. I know, but I'm in so much pain that the words I need to say can't come out.
それにセイバーがどうのこうのって言うけど、それはあなたが気にかける問題じゃないわ。エミヤ君はマスターじゃなくなったんだから、セイバーがどうなろうと関係ないでしょ。
But I care her. It does concern me. This pain is proof that I've been saved by Saber until now.
違う。マスターでなくてもだ。セイバーは嫌がっていた。あんな奴の言いなりになんてさせられ。
そう。けどあなたは無力よ。いいわ。あなたが認めようとしないのなら、代わりに私が言ってあげる。今のあなたじゃセイバーを助けることなんてできない。
The heat disappears. Even the boiling in my mind froze with those cold-hearted words.
話はここまでよ。セイバーはいなくなってマスターでもなくなった。聖杯戦争なんていう殺し合いに巻き込まれる理由は
The
なくなった
kill
んだから
fest!
ここで白は降りなさい。
Tosaka turns around and leaves. Very cool. Amidst the wind blowing at the building, Tosaka kicks the ground without any hesitation.
バカ、何考え。
Very cool CG. You're so epic. You're so epic and cool, Rin. I reach out frantically. There's no need for that. The Red Knight appears beside Tosaka as if to protect her. This is definitely another one that was somebody's like desktop background, for sure. Even if she jumps from this height, she should be able to land without a problem if she has a servant. Tosaka's lips move slightly. Can't hear what she said, but her eyes that look at me. You'll die if you get involved any longer. She coldly tells me like it's the final warning. The heat that had cooled down returned. My thoughts get confused from the pain and heat. I can't save Saber. There's no reason for Shiro Emiya to fight. My wound hurts. I repeat these words in my head as I look down at the night view that swallowed Tosaka. Interlude again. Another one. It is a silent night. The wind blowing through the mountain forest is gentle. The rustling of the trees is as faint as a whisper. There are no birds singing about winter or beasts howling at the moon. There is only one passage that leads to the Ryudo Temple. The long stone stairs remain peaceful tonight as well. But others do not know. This place has already withstood 5 wars, each one a fight to the death. Many servants have challenged the Ryudo Temple. Berserker, Lancer, Rider, Saber, and Archer. The mountain is able to calmly enjoy the darkness thanks to the sorcerer that completely drove those 5 away. The longsword moves. Fortunately, it was a moonless night. The crescent-shaped arc of the moving sword is so elegant that the moon would be ashamed of itself if it saw it. My moon would never be ashamed of anything. My moon is perfect and beautiful. He ignores the purple mage caster. Assassin lowers his longsword and glances at the forest without entrance.
いや、邪魔者がいてな。おかしな鳥を見かけたので切ってみたが、血も出なければ悲鳴をあげぬ。これはお前の同胞か、キャスター。
そう。監視役の使い魔ね。バーサーカーのマスターか、あのお嬢さんか。どちらにせよ、ここもそう長くは持たない。
Pastor walks in the forest, looks down at the thing falling on the ground. It is the corpse of an owl, a bird made out of crystal, a simple yet excellent spying creation probably made by Archer's master.
あのお嬢さんも運がないわね。もう少し無能なら教え子にしてあげてもよかったの。
She steps on it. The amethyst crystals are crushed to pieces and scattered on the ground, shining like stars.
こんな輩も多いですし、マスターの守護は任せましたよ、アサシン。マスターが死んでしまった。
I don't know if Assassin cares that much. He doesn't really seem to really have many feelings about what's going on.
消えたくなければ死ぬ気で門を守りなさい。
さて、死ぬ気でというのは難しいな。この小次郎。
Oh, he's getting philosophical with it.
生きているという実感がない。そのようなものに決死を命じても無意味ではないかな、キャット。
減らず口よ。勘違いはしないことね、アサシン。あなたは私が呼び出したサーバントよ。奴隷は奴隷らしく振る舞いなさい。いいこと？主人に忠誠を誓えないのなら、ここで消してしまうだけよ。
There's only enmity and contempt in Caster's voice. To her, Assassin is only a tool. It is annoying enough for a tool to be talking, so it is natural for her to get irritated when it starts talking sarcastically.
そうか、それはしたり。カゲロウのごとき我が命だが、今消されるのは困る。一つ約束をしてしまったのでな。できるのならば果たしたいのだ。
なら言葉を慎みなさい。あなたはただここを守っていればいい。ええ。それが果たせた暁にはあなたを本物にしてあげるわ。
He doesn't have a noble fandom.
持たない下級のあなたが英霊になれるのだから。
Then how is he I don't really get it. If he's not even a heroic spirit, then how is he a servant?
心配は無用だ。元より閣僚の身、与えられた役割は演じきって。
I don't really get that, but I guess maybe it'll be explained later.
だがいいのかな、キャスター。私も主人に忠実ではないが。お前とて不義理ではないか。こたびの件、マスターには内密であろう。
At that instant, Assassin's body explodes. An explosive sound. Curse caster implanted in his body when he was summoned has exploded. The trees sway. Assassin is blown away and slammed into the forest, his chest pierced by his own ribs. His figure looks like a blooming flower.
日に日に度が過ぎていくな、キャスター。
黙りなさい。次に同じことを言わせるのなら、
Sometimes you just gotta really hurt the guy. Support him in it if he's being annoying.
まったく女と精進は手に負えんというが、お前はいささか行き過ぎだ。
The flashy servant stands up slowly. Even though his ribs are coming out of his chest, bloody all over, the servant does not lose his elegance.
おお、そのような目で睨むな。美しい顔が台無しだぞ、キャスター。分かっている。お前のマスターには全て内密に行うのだろう。セイバーを捕らえたことも、私という門番がいることも隠し通す。良い美談ではないか。主人を思うその心意気、あの男に通じるといいのだが。
アサシン、あなた。
何？ただの
Which route am I on? This is unlimited blade works.
どうあろうとお前には手を挙げられぬのだから、この程度のざれ言は許せよ。門は守る。何があろうと守り通そう。だが、そういうお前はどこに行く？私の守りは信用できぬか？
当然でしょう。あなたはただの
I think it's very funny that Assassin's just having this conversation while his chest is.
けどそれも終わり。セイバーさえ手に入れれば、こんなひなびた場所を神殿にすることもないわ。
人違いか。となると、確かに私は用済みだが、このお山に勝る霊地があるとでも。
I mean, I wouldn't spoil anything that hasn't been told to me by the visual novel
多
yet.
少は劣るようだけど。
So if you don't know where I am,
私にふさわしい
I'd
場所がある
maybe be
わ。
careful.
それに遠からずそこには足を運ぶのですもの。今すぐに行っても問題はないでしょう。
Assassin's expression, which has been cool throughout, glads up. Castor must have been satisfied. Must have been satisfied to see that. Glossy lips smile.
そう。私たちの勝利は揺るがないのだから。
You desire assassin card. He's pretty attractive.
新しい陣地と聖杯。
I think it's funny nobody really talked about it. Like, I've not him and Castor. Like, I feel like there's so much fate stuff you absorb just from cultural osmosis, but I had like literally never seen Assassin Castor or actually reading them. That is true. No matter how much Castor's master, Soichiro Kazuki, wants to stay silent, he will have no choice but to fight if the conditions line up so perfectly. But what is more certain than that is...
つまらない戦いはおしまい。聖杯さえ手に入れれば恐れるものは何もない。そう。誰であろうと私を阻むことはできなくなるのですからね。
Her loud laughter soils the night. The purple mage expresses her victory proudly. The swordsman with the long sword gives her a side glance and looks up at the sky. The time is near. No matter what the result may be, there are only 5 days remaining. Even though the number of days are unlikely to be used up, the swordsman who had survived the bloodbath felt that this would be a battle that could not easily be resolved. Interlude again. Out. I really don't know how he's able to walk all this way. And I fall. I can't even breathe properly. The wound on my shoulder is red and swollen, and it hurts like crazy to breathe. I'm unable to stay conscious. If I let my guard down, I'll fall asleep immediately. No, I'm not even sure if I'm awake in the first place. It's not even clear how I made it back here from that rooftop or why I came home. My thoughts become ambiguous. The only certain thing is my beating heart. Kosaka told me not to get involved, because I am powerless and don't have a reason to fight anymore. But that's wrong. I knew more than anyone that I was powerless. I had a different reason for fighting. I can't just let it become a scar. Losing against others is inevitable. I'm used to getting knocked down, and I know that it's vexing that I can't reach them no matter what I do. That is only when my opponent is someone else. I can't lose against myself. There is no factor that would make me lose if our powers are equal. To submit to an opponent like that would be like declaring that I'm wrong. My wound distorts. The blood seeps through my bandage. I hold it down with my right hand and glare at the darkness with my fading consciousness. The memory from 10 years ago. The words of the man that was my father. Even if I was wrong from the start, there is nothing wrong with the path I took. I wanted to become a hero of justice so that incident wouldn't just become a sad past. A time where everyone would be happy. I held on to the ideal where nobody would shed tears for 10 years. It doesn't matter how much my mind doesn't function. What needs to be done had been determined from the start. I didn't fight because I became a master. I decided to fight because I believed that since it was something I could do, it was something I must do. I finally remembered something that was so obvious. If I believe it is right, I will believe in this path until the very end. I can't just quit like this, and I won't let her fight by herself. For that sake, I'll sleep now. I won't let her call me a burden. I'll heal this wound in a night. When I wake up in the morning, I'll definitely catch up to her and finally repay her for what she did that night. All right. Whatever gets you up in the next morning, man. We're going to save. This is the perfect place to stop for the night. I did say it would be a bit of a shorter one, and I can feel my eyes glazing over in that proper I am quite sleepy way. So it was a good stream. A lot of fun things happened. Shiro's gotten Master NTR'd. He's gotten Saber stolen from him. We got a funny date with Rin, so that was cool. I'm excited to see where this will go. I'm excited to see how he overcomes this. I'm gonna bet he's gonna wake up healed because maybe he does still have that sheath in him after all. I don't know, but we'll find out. We'll find out next time. No stream tomorrow, of course, henchbuns. I don't stream on Sundays, but there will, as usual, be a schedule announced on the socials and on the Discord. So look out for that, so you know what's coming up. Probably more Brandish. I can guarantee that. So look forward to it. I'm really enjoying Brandish. And of course, more Fate Stay Night. As usual on Fate Stay Saturdays. Raise the monitor. I thought I pressed the monitor button. There it goes. There it goes. Jesus. Henchbuns, thank you for joining me tonight on this Fate Stay Saturday. I enjoyed it. I'm still enjoying this story. I'm interested to see where Unlimited Blade Works goes. So, in the meantime, let's find somebody to raid tonight as I say goodbye to all of my beloved henchbuns. Who's streaming? Let's go raid my Gamma Chris. He recently did a series of charity streams, and it looks like he is redeeming some of the goals from them. Oh, never mind. It says his stream's ending. He's literally on the stream ending screen right now. Never mind. Let's go find somebody else to raid. Fuck it. Let's raid Matsuvi. They're playing Lufia 2. And RPGs are good. So I'll rate anybody who's playing a good old JRPG. I'll see you next time, henchbuns. Enjoy your night.